としてはそんなつもりないけど、やっぱりてんじゃんってか聞こえてんじゃんそれ。頭の中お花畑だとか少女漫画だとかもなんだってどうだっていい。そう今すぐ君に会いたい、君に会って確かめてみたい。世界のことわり愛の定義幸せのカテゴリー、まだまだ君を知りたい。こんなセリフからでもないけど、どんなにカッコつけよってだって始まりゃしない。君じゃなきゃ意味がない。心は君への迷路、考えすぎて道が分かれて、右だ左だ全部シャレットスパイもなんだってどうだっていい。今すぐ君に会いたい、君に会って確かめてみたい。世界のことわり愛の定義幸せの過程、知りたい。こんなセリフからでもないけど、どんなにカッコつけよってだって始まりゃしない。君じゃなきゃダメみたい、君じゃなきゃダメみたい。
Let's go.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Training Mode Network. If you are new to the Training Mode Network, we are a beginner and intermediate focused fighting game community. We run tournaments nearly every night of the week and community events on Saturdays. Speaking of community events on Saturdays, this Saturday for Halloween, we're going to have a beginner and intermediate vampire savior tournament. What the fuck am I doing? Okay. Let me get the link for that to sign up for that. It's going to be tomorrow, Saturday, 10/28 at 5 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. CST, 8 p.m. EST. It's going to be really fun. I think everyone will have a good time, so make sure to sign up and join in. I assume the tournament matches are real. What the fuck does that mean, Maddie? Okay, anyway, that being said, I am joined tonight on commentary by the wonderful Callisto and our most recent, not our most recent graduate, awful graduated since then, and our second most recent graduate, Nexon. Hi, good evening, y'all.
Yeah.
Hello.
I gave up my Buff Vern sticker to be here. I gave up my Hundo stick to come for this. I better see some cool stuff. All right?
Do some cool shit for Callisto. Okay.
I'm procrastinating work, so you guys need to do something cool so that it's justified. Thank you.
Damn. Okay. Well, that being said, let's get started. First up on stream, we have Makona and Mimel.
Yeah, so we're going to see most likely Yule, and Mimel, if I recall correctly, was in Armaya. So Makona also played, we had a lobby going prior to the tournament.
I think Mimel is on, I actually think Mimel is on UL now.
Okay, yeah, so we might see the mirror.
Yeah, okay.
Makona did break out Gran earlier against me, though. So, but it looks like it is going to be Yule and Vera. Okay. Dove, I hope you saw my warning earlier.
I didn't. What did you say?
I said I'm sober now, but I have a bowl pack, and if I see Vera 5U, it's Cheech and Chong time.
Oh man. Guys,
I'm not the one initiating I'm not the one initiating the party. I blame it on the Veras.
You guys got to keep it clean with these 5Us. This loading screen's taking a while, huh?
Yeah, we'll see if we can get in here. It happens sometimes. This is a matchup actually I could definitely see it being kind of rough for Vera. Yule is very difficult for Cat, and Vera
long lows. except for like 2U, but
yeah, Vera has very similar normals in a lot of places, but no fireball. So the neutral can possibly be even harder for her. Although her offense is a little bit better, might be able to start her own party against Yule. But a lot of this is going to be just keeping Yule away.
You don't really want to let Yule get to the point where you have to start gambling with throwing buttons into parry. It's a lot more comfortable if you can just establish control quickly.
And Yule's an interesting character. I think that she's strong. One of the things she doesn't have going for her, though, is she only sort of does one thing, right? She's a rushdown character. She has to rush down. There's not, like, varied ways of playing Yule. There's different tricks to use for rushing down, but you still have to go in. The impetus is almost always on the Yule player to go in, especially against someone like Vera, who can put Lumi down.
Crazy there.
Vera light DP actually recovers pretty fast, even faster in Rising too, so might see more of that.
I don't know how to
Good
feel
safe
about
pressure here. Yeah, true block string. Look at the corner push she
finally
gets. And
getting
yes,
that 2H. There you go. This is where a lot of Yule's damage is from. She can land these, so you don't really want to jump against this character if you haven't like established other options like jabbing her. Well,
yeah, really important to note that she also always gets the same follow-up off of, she gets the same counter hit or non-counter hit anti-air combo. She doesn't need to counter hit you with 2H to get into that. If you jump at her and she 2Hs you, you're going to eat the whole thing. Like Nexon mentioned, she doesn't do a lot of damage except for that.
A lot of DPs going unpunished. Not sure if that's just people are unprepared thing, or
that was definitely
maybe
a
the game's
misinput.
a little slower than we're seeing, because we did have that really big spike at the start with that loading screen taking a while.
The one DP was definitely a little bit of a surprise. It was definitely an input error from the 236L, but maybe not ready there.
Yeah.
But Makona
this is
clean up here.
Yeah, kind of looking like how he said. This definitely seems like a struggle for Vera. Both these characters can run very safe offense, but Yule can definitely monkey. I think a little bit harder than Vera can without like Vera having established like fear.
And worth noting that Vera only has one invuln reversal while Yule has two. And you can't call out Vera DP and Vera 214H, the heavy backstep. You can't call those two moves out with the same setup. You have to hard read which of the two reversals she's going to use.
Yeah.
Good check.
Probably not with Vera, at least.
Oh, and another little bit of an error. Yeah, I think looking for the
error or like a medium DP maybe, because that's safe. Although
usually you would do that like before Lumi goes off, though, right? To check. Oh, knows the punish. That's good.
Okay. They do know. That is always a knowledge check versus someone. Do you know how to punish Luminaria DP? But Makona does have that.
And from what I saw playing Makona earlier, Makona definitely does have a good feel of sort of when it's time to give up the turn and bait a reversal. I do think that's, a difficult skill to have early on, but they definitely have it. Good timing on the dodge.
Email's getting a lot of these like auto combo into 5U resets. Makona might, if this goes on for another round, Makona might need to start like putting their finger on the DP button.
Yeah, I would also like to see using a little bit more of the H follow-up. The way the timing works is you can't really dodge the H follow-up into the H2 and 4 into the heavy follow-up. You'll punish that dodge with that version. Has the corner, has a good life lead.
ODs.
Lets the OD rip, though. This could be a big momentum shift in the round.
No 2H on that, but hard to 2H Luminaria Vera anyway. It's really ambiguous wherever she ends up. DP again.
I really like that. It's mid-screen. There's no way that Makona could have killed on that punish because no wall bounce available. In overdrive, maybe she could have with the corner, but
it feels just doesn't do that if you're not paying attention to the context of like corner or like meter, or cooldowns. But in that situation, it was a really good choice, and I don't think most players would have been looking out for it there. Yeah,
nice frame trap. Gonna get a good chunk of damage here.
Corner setup
into stance.
Goes out of it. I don't know necessarily Yule pressure routing, so I don't know if you usually want to leave stance that quickly.
So stance 2M actually it recovers fast enough to be DP safe if you time it correctly. So that's going to be her go time. Effectively a safe jab, just using the crouching.
I
Push
see.
the corner again.
No
back down to a
on
good
that.
space.
That feels like a missed opportunity. Again, Mel's really getting away with these jumps. Finally calls out the 5 Yubino punish. Tech
Oh,
on
yeah,
the universal overhead. Is this death? This is death,
Yeah,
right?
that is
Counter
definitely
hit.
dead. Definitely dead.
So this is, yeah, 2-0 for Makona.
Nice, easy route from Makona. I like that there. Didn't try to do anything fancy. Probably could have gotten the wall bounce with the 236H, but instead
But, like,
just did
why
auto combo
that-
into super.
Right. Yeah, like, you don't need to. You can just kill. Yeah, I think... What do you think that Mimel could have worked on there? Before I say anything, because you got more
There were
experience than I do.
definitely, some of that is like you do kind of have to hold that pressure. I think what's really important when you're fighting Yule is you have to assume from the beginning that you're going to be fighting out of the corner because she does so much pushback on block. With Far 5M and a 236L, that's a true block string. You can't actually mash that if she's not spaced out on the Far 5M. So you actually have to hold that block string. And I think for the most part, it's about playing around the Far 5M and making that whiff. And we did see the spacing there for Mimel a bunch, but just didn't quite have the whiff punishes on deck when the Far 5M did whiff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of that, I was going to say. The two of them, they were doing a lot of similar stuff. The single normal into, like, safe special. Not really trying to overextend. The difference is that if neither player is trying to commit to too much and they're both just like letting each other kind of letting each character go in on each other, Ewell kind of just wins that because she is safer than Vera and tends to get a bit more reward if she can push you all the way into the
Vera
corner.
can do that, especially in install, but that's not what she's created for. It's similar, to the Shotos, right? Cat, especially. Like anyone with a plus on block 2L can do that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what the developers
Not what you're
intended
supposed
for.
to do. That's
Yeah,
not
it's
your
not their
strength
strongest
as a
suit.
character. Yeah, Ewell definitely gets a lot more out of far button into safe special and then to run pressure than Vera does.
Yeah, and the boomer advice is kind of, don't get put in the corner to begin with. Once you're there, that's not specific to the Yule matchup. It's very rough in this game. This is a very corner control centric game for most
Jumping
of
is
the
really
cast.
bad.
Yeah.
Spot dodging and rolling is like you die if you do it badly.
And when you don't have space to walk backwards, it's very easy for the offensive player to control the spacing and look for whiff punishes and use space traps and things. It's just a matter of not being put into the position to begin with. Or if you are, at some point you got to defend until you have meter and then utilize rush or something to get out. All right, so we're going to have Shiraga and Yabai coming up. Shiraga going to be on the Zoe, and Yabai, I've seen a couple characters, but the Avatar Bell is probably going to be it. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. This is presumably whoever can get the first knockdown probably just win, because neither of these characters have great defensive options. Like, Abel has a DP, but, like, it costs
Abel
him
is
health, even if he
also
uses it.
much more of a knowledge check character than Zoe is, and Yabai showed last tournament, actually. He has a pretty good handle on fighting. Oh, yeah, that's punishable. Actually,
I really
brought back
hate
in
him.
with the DP.
Oh, like, that's minus 13, and people get, like, far light, and then he recovers in EXP.
Yeah.
I really hate it when people let him get away with that.
But Yabai does seem like he has a very good handle on dealing with the Zoe zoning and how to counter it with the flight. We saw that last time because they had to fight Bloopy and actually looked like pretty knowledgeable in the Zoe matchup. Gonna hold some plus frames here though. Auto combo.
They also fought in the last tournament, I believe. Or
That's gonna do it, yeah.
Nugs
Yeah.
tournament.
a lot of just so much damage off of every interaction with Abel. Just because he can pack off of anything.
Yeah, the trade-off is every character has Shoto damage against Abel, right? If you hit him, everyone hurts. Yeah, controlling the spacing. They're good punish, but didn't get the
no
Rekka.
confirm off there. I think you've got to do
That's
like...
a punish.
Yeah, there you go, finally. Bloopy said you got to do, like, I think different medium or light, depending on range you're at, and that was just not...
Good
bait
bait,
at the
yeah.
DP.
And a good punish into the super.
It's
This
not
could be close
death,
to
I
killing.
don't think, but next interaction is hit or throw.
Yeah, plenty of Dragon Meter, though. Can lay down a 236H right away. There it is. And the overhead to
Universal
seal it. Good
overhead.
offense.
Yeah. Whoever gets, like, control quickly into the match or take control back kind of tends
Yeah,
to stuff the other one under offensive pressure.
If you're new to fighting Avatar, there's two very important categories of knowledge checks. The first one is what to do against that. The cancels from his specials into Pact he can either do a forward, this one right there. That is invuln, but super minus. It's about -9, -10 at least. You can definitely hella punish it. And
There's
then
the up teleport, which is that's death.
Yeah.
Yeah, then there's the up teleport, that's +2, but there's a big gap for you to 2H or DP or like air throw him if you're feeling funny.
So what you can do is, there's actually a fuzzy mash timing with a delayed 2H that as soon as you see him disappear...
Tried to light cancel it into him, but didn't stop the dive kick in time.
Command grab,
yeah. Yikes.
But yeah, when you see him disappear, if you just wait just a moment and then do a 2H, you'll be in block stun if he does the punishable one, but you'll get a 2H and anti-air the other one. And then the second category is the flight cancels. This right here, right?
That's rough. You don't really have any options there. That's just kind of a shot round. Dark's got to make this comeback now. Caught again round start with that. That's just... April's got very solid neutrals, which like...
Yeah. That's why it drives me crazy, actually, when
there.
everyone plays neutral with the flight RPS, because his normals are actually cracked.
His fireball is really good, too.
Yeah.
2-3, yeah, 2-6M, 2-1-4M, that has really good range. Like, that always goes, like, a little further than you'd expect it to.
Yeah, his Rekka's are very good in neutral. He has the flight RPS. His Far 5H, his 2M, his Far M are all very solid.
He still has Belial sweep, like that.
Yes,
normal.
yeah.
He directly lifted that from Belial, and that's an insane button.
One of the funny, I think regular Belial is still a better character, but one of the funny parts about the matchup between those two is when you are using Far 5H as Belial, he's the only other character in the game who, like, punish the second hit on block. No one else has a 5-frame 2L. But because Avatar has his own 5H that's a more standard 5H, he doesn't have to worry about Belial having the 5-frame.
Yeah. Of course, as Belial...
You can't trust anyone, not even your evil self?
Yeah. As Belial, of course, that's a weakness you accept, because, like, the trade-off for that is having the far heavy that he does have, but it is...
Unironically,
like,
though, the Belial mirror is his worst matchup, because you have to play so differently from how you would fight everyone else because of the extra 5-frame. All right, so we're going to have Koga, and it looks like Spooky Mango coming up, so we're most likely going to see Vera against Cat. Koga, though, also has been working on a Jita.
I think Jita fits Koga really well.
Yeah,
we'll see kind of what he's feeling here. I think both of those matchups are about the same.
The big thing I think is, like, if he does play Vera, it's going to be no projectile, and their normals cover very similar ranges. So the neutral is going to be a little more annoying, but a lot better pressure with Lumi than
Jita and Vera both kind of fall into the same category of privileged normals against the majority of the cast, but Catalina is in a unique position where she can punish things, especially on whiff, that pretty much nobody else can against them. She's one of the few characters that can just reliably reaction whiff punish Far 5M from both Vera and Jita. So it's just something, and it is something Spooky's been working on. He's not there quite yet with the whiff punishing, but it's definitely something he's putting practice into.
With playing Patient, especially when playing a character like Cat, aping is not really a smart thing to do. You just don't have the plus frames or any insane mix or anything like that.
Yeah, this is a matchup where you need to use fireballs to control the middle of the screen. Vera's main weakness is not having any real anti-fireball tool other than just normal system mechanics. With punishing her buttons with yours, since you have very similar range covered, and then stopping the 214M, that's really important, is checking it with that Far 5L. For Cat, that can give her a pretty gigantic conversion, actually. She gets counter hit Far 5L into Far 5H. Pretty consistently.
Yikes, really?
Yes.
Ooh, tried to 2H there,
that's
but...
punish. A little bit late.
Not fast enough. Too slow of a normal, maybe.
No, that was plus 5M, actually. That was the 6-frame normal. It was just a little bit late on it.
Yeah.
Generally,
honestly, just DP Vera jumping heavy, like, trying to anti-air that button, not worth it a lot of the time.
Yeah, generally, if something's punishable by frames, if anyone in the cast can punish something, it's usually Cat. That's her specific skill set.
Because of the Far L?
Just all her buttons. Her buttons are, the specific strength of them is they cover a lot of space for the startup they have, right? There's faster buttons and there's further buttons. She's just the right middle of the ground for punishing things. The trade-off is she has really large hurt boxes on a lot of stuff, and especially against low attacks. She extends low hurt boxes like on Far 5H. Sweeps that are good can kind of tear up her buttons.
Pro tech,
big
yes,
bite.
checking. No,
Yes,
that's
gonna
not
hurt.
good.
Has the 214M. Yeah, good
That's
route
like
here.
half your health. Lumi setup. Do it
And this
again.
should pretty much guarantee meter for install.
It has already. Yep.
Yeah, at
ODs.
minus OD. Easy to checkmate here, yeah. You're going to have the
Yikes.
extra chip, and then worst case scenario, you do still have install available while you're in OD. So,
Yeah.
I'm not a big proponent of offensive OD for most characters, but especially if you can create
If
kind
you
of a tight
build enough
setup.
meter that like it doesn't matter, and you can like set up checkmate situations for the OD,
Yeah.
like an area, it's like you might as well, you know, if you can make it safe like
Generally-
Vera can.
Yeah, exactly. Generally, you're going to have... you'll see that actually from Kuga sometimes of like putting Luma down and using Lumi to OD and having that block stun. I actually like that strategy because the extra damage boost from Overdrive makes it so the next Vera touch is going to kill anyway. She doesn't need install anymore because now all of her combos do damage.
Koga's been getting a lot of mileage out of like the 2U. Just Cat doesn't seem to have very great options against good
Yeah, nice
lows.
quick Punisher. No, Cat specifically...
Again, trying to 2H that, not working out, and jumps out of the corner.
Koga's
Just
anti-airs
block
are actually...
Lumi at that point. That's plus. It's actually plus there. Wow.
Yeah, Koga's anti-airs are actually very reliable. That's one of his biggest strengths as a player. He'll be a little bit too timid often, walk himself back into the corner and give up a lot of space.
Yeah,
but
I think
if you jump at him, he will anti-air and he will convert.
Yeah, Spooky.
I would too
think
if I had Vera close heavy.
it's not actually that great of an anti-air. The hitbox doesn't really go behind her, and it takes a while for it to get up. But
Yeah, but if someone's coming from the front, you can just do it because Far 5H is also a very good anti-air. So it doesn't matter which version you get. It's probably going to, especially against Cat jump-ins. Cat has like...
oh, Spooky, just
She
DP
is
at this
solid.
point, bud. That button is giving him so much trouble.
Yeah, that's not even the good jump-in. Wait till Koga starts doing jump H. That just demolishes Cat.
J.U.
not?
Yeah,
No,
he's
that's
doing
definitely
J.U.
punishable. Yeah, he's doing JU.
Dang.
Yeah, that's not even the busted jump-in.
Run up OD. All right.
Yeah,
Not-
something Spooky likes to do.
Fireball
I'm
on
trying to
cooldown,
get him out of it. I dodged it and smoked him for it earlier. I'm trying to
Yeah, but we're not
show-
Euclid, though. We make dumb mistakes for no reason. That should really not have gone unpunished. That's rough. Yeah,
Still
once
has the OD though, so this chip is not really
it
adding up.
hasn't cracked it quickly. Usually when Koga gets in like this, he opens Spooky up just fine, but Spooky's holding the defense like a lot better than he was in the earlier rounds.
Oh,
Here,
Koga
Texas
getting a
throw
little
again,
bold there,
convert,
taking the turn.
just about to run out of OD, and
Yeah.
yeah, there it is. So you've got to do something now. 15 seconds, you've got life to...
I would OD right
Yeah.
now. Oh yeah, this is kind of... Oh, hold on. Spooky can get the lead here. This can't
Back
kill.
back
You
run
have the
away,
lead,
run away, run away.
Run away and rush. Yeah.
Oh my
there
god,
you go.
yes!
Spooky stealing it. Good stuff at the end.
My God.
There we go. Very good identification on like that whip condition. I think a lot of players would try to run up pressure and risk losing the game to DT, but backing up there, identifying when like you don't actually have to kill Koga here. Run into the corner again though. This is rough. If he can fight his way out like he did last time, but
I do think-
at this point, Vera is basically Cat's
Nice
holding
check.
the corner. Good, very good catch on the 214M.
Yeah, I think Koga, after that last round, opened this round playing maybe a little bit frustrated, and again, being really brave, stealing turns after 2 and 4H.
Sleep at the wheel. Blocks the overhead this time, but Lumi makes it plus. Text it.
Oh
Yes,
no,
again.
the latest
Oh.
tech. Spooky said it himself that, he's not guest teching, he's reacting to overhead with grab. Oh, back at you,
Koga
though.
is gas teching, though. You run up to Koga,
Yes.
you stand still for half a second, and then universal overhead. That man throws, I guarantee it.
All right, running some fake pressure here. Yeah,
Grab,
looking for the DP
throw
that
that
time.
time.
Oh. Caught out of the air,
that-
not able to convert.
Good
but
catch, though. Spacing with
If
far
that was
heavy.
if that was a 2-4H, that might have actually killed.
Oh,
Big counter
there's-
hit. That is the conversion. Yes, good
Oh
combo.
my god, that converts with counter hit?
Yes, gonna seal it. Yeah, in install, any counter hit 2-4M is a full combo for Vera. Nice conversion there from Koga. Good heads up.
Yeah. Spooky was bringing it back a bit, but like Koga definitely blitzed him out before he had a chance to adapt in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, Spooky actually multiple times let Koga get away with 2-4H into stealing a turn, and you can't let the threat of the YOLO DP be the baseline, right? You need to have them prove they're going to do it.
They have to show you they're going to do it. You can't just someone has to like you can't just accept a threat for someone has to display their do it.
You have to take your turn first, and those are really important turning points. One of those 2Ls, actually, one of those stolen turns actually hit in the corner and is what kind of cemented the positioning for Koga in that round. So just like to see a little bit more. And we saw the same thing right on the punishes that were missed, where Spooky did the right option. He picked the right button to punish.
Too timid. I don't want to tell Spooky to play more aggressive because he's been working on toning that back.
It's not about aggression. It's about knowing when it's your turn. It's about knowing when
more so than like anything. So, and I hate to give like advice that might be misinterpreted, but yeah. All right, Eustace versus Duel. Zoner versus Rushdown.
As we all know, only player in the bracket tonight who can graduate.
And these two did play I didn't get to see a ton of it. I had the lobby up, but I was doing some chores.
Maddie was expressing some frustration over.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get to.
If she can hold her ground against Yule and shove her out, then yeah, shoe in for a win. But if Yule can get in, Eustace has no character-specific defense options. It's all backshift and rush and OD.
An issue might be that Maddie's a bit of a masher. And
Maddie's a bit of a masher.
Duel's got a lot of plus frames.
Maddie's also, if Maddie loses a round, respectfully, Maddie was probably going to lose the next round.
There's the
if the situation starts spiraling out of control for her, it can get really bad.
I think the trade-off here is Eustace is a more rare character, and I think can get away with more knowledge checks. Like, there's not a ton of Eustaces. I can think of like 4 off the. Oh no, that's a big misconfirm.
She think that was gonna chip out? Did she expect a hit?
Gotta be looking for the OD. There it is.
This game is a game where it can.
Oh, this is going downhill.
This is
and there's the mash. Yep, that's gonna do it.
SSB.
Oh no, missed the SSBA. Maddie lives. Yeah, both players need to chill.
But this is another
good block. And took the turn, yeah.
Yikes, yeah, no. When Maddie loses control of the situation, it gets a little rough.
The big turning point in that round was this is like situational awareness. Exactly. Maddie went for a back shift, trying to get out of like a grab or something.
Just hold guard button and then tap back to see the OD start up. Like
you just have to be aware of what's the only way that they could win this round, and in that moment it was OD. OD was not just it wasn't the win condition, it was the only chance for Makona, and you have to be looking for it.
There's an aggressive OD again, yeah. Now Maddie's just got a
good jabs
out. Makona trying to steal a turn when they don't have it.
Went for the grab, but just holding back.
Doesn't register. There's no punish on that though. This is definitely preferable to being in the corner. Run up OD back at Makona, and there's his
that
OD
works
gone.
out, yeah, exactly. Makona's that was the third hit to clear Makona's OD, so this is not the worst situation for Maddie.
Her way around Eustace, which this is probably harder if you don't have a.
Yeah, you don't got to go in there.
No, like Maddie got impatient. I could tell.
Yeah, 40 seconds
just zone out, just chip. You have OD, you have grenades, you have lasers. Just chip, just zone.
Yeah, exactly. Put down medium grenade, get Yule to jump.
2H punish, kill, make her come to you. Don't solve the problem for the rushdown character. Don't do the work for them. Maddie's getting very slow. I was gonna say very slowly pushing the corner, but not really staggered in. Fights her way out.
But again, what I mentioned earlier against
universal overhead, no counter hit again.
Yeah, there it is this time.
I can't even say don't do it because it's working, but like, you're definitely playing a lot more aggressive than you to as Eustace, I feel.
Yeah, and there's the overdrive. We'll see if this will turn around again. And this is kind of what gets scary. Like, watch the chip just start to tick away. And a lot of it, that 5M236L, that's a true block string. Like, there's not really anything you can do about that once you block the 5M.
It's getting chipped.
All right, gets a tap in, clears a little bit of overdrive. There's another one.
Death? It's death? No, no follow-up. Right.
Still in good shape.
And dash, but yeah, no, probably got this. You can just, even if you don't hit him, OD runs out soon, and then you can just chip.
Yeah. And at this point, yeah, using the rush, that's fine for plus frames. Now chip is an issue.
Yeah. Caught there trying to press. Maddie's establishing some control back. Seems to be having calmed down from that first round. And gets the knockdown there. Catches the 2-4H. Very nice.
Yeah, holds the jump in again. That was, I think, the biggest issue when they were playing earlier today. It was the jump-ins seemed like they were kind of eating Maddie up. Just wasn't quick on the trigger for the anti-airs. And Eustace definitely has the tools for it.
2HH, the anti-anti-air.
Good back
for
throw.
The anti-air. Anti-anti-anti-air, yeah.
Good spacing here. Yeah, just maintain the Gramble zone, but
just
good
find
poke.
a way out with that far medium, though. Maddie's going to really want to try to keep the corner here. Without overextending too much, though. You give too much of an opportunity and you let Yule run her game. Is that... No, you can't combo off that.
Yeah,
You're not
you can,
high enough.
You can, if it's like max corner, you'll get a close 5L, but not from there.
Alright, Maddie waking up 1-1. And it looks like, yeah, Makona's going to need to figure out how to get in against Maddie. She's just sitting back like this, and yeah, roll a bit.
Use a grenade here.
Roll a bit more, spot dodge, as opposed to just trying to walk his way in. It's not really doing him any favors, you know.
This is what I meant earlier, that Yule, though, has to go in, right? There's not like a different way to play Yule. Super? Doing too much already? Okay, there you go.
Okay.
It's like you're doing way too
really
much, Maddie.
Just auto-comboed into SBA, you know, at that point.
I think that's a valuable skill in this game, though. It's less intuitive than you think sometimes, of recognizing when you have the right amount of health and the right amount of resources to just do
guts.
auto combo into Ender.
Yeah, especially with guts or whatever they call it in this game. You take less damage as your health gets lower. No punish on that jump in, but even without that, Maddie's able to push Makona back out. This is what you were saying earlier.
Good catch. Yeah, you can't do that in the corner. That's a mid-screen reversal. Oh,
you have no space to do that if you do that back. You'll stop running off.
See an OD.
Missing half her health. It aggressively gambles with that DP to try to force a turn back.
I think on the next minus frames
out of
yeah, we're gonna see it back. We're gonna see the like a 2-3-6.
Makona's gonna want to. And I think Maddie was trying to wait for it there.
I would like to see Makona actually that hard knockdown that wasn't gonna wall bounce. I would have liked to see him just OD there. And there it is on the minus frames. Yeah.
And yeah, Maddie just got poked out of her own OD. That's rough.
Yeah, and we are at match point, both players.
Maddie really needs to just not let Makona steal turns like that.
Giving up a lot of space.
Yeah,
I think Maddie needs to realize, you know how Eustace sometimes chooses between zoning and going in. This is a matchup where you just zone. You don't go in on this character.
Yeah, but something I think is important is you want to use the easy input on him more so that you're not walking backwards to zone and you're holding your ground.
Dude. Catches the 2-4-H and jump back in.
Yeah, all Maddie right now.
You're just getting chipped out. He's got an OD. Is that... Oh, that was just in range, barely.
This is going to be tough, but it's still winnable for Makona. Like, one good jump.
Definitely. Like that. Not anti-airing that. You're used to...
It can start like that. Yeah, any counter hit right now could be the round easily.
Rush trying to catch something. Nothing. Charge full mech.
I like the rush. I would maybe like to see just a button into it, but just force Yule to block.
Yeah, or just trying to catch something. You're this low. Like, any hit can just, you know, blast you out of the game.
Good patience by Makona here.
Oh,
that was scary.
OD gets knocked out.
Blocks. Oh, that's it.
Oh, no, you're done. You're done. You're done. Jumps on the rat race into SSBA. That's it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's dead. There was a full auto combo, but...
Whoa, my God.
Okay. Gotta watch out for SSBA from Maddie here.
Oh my god, Maddie takes it there. Wow.
Unfortunate.
I was getting ready to say something about how Maddie needed to, you know, respond better to like the aggression and the jump-ins, but no, actually she won, so she played perfectly. What else can I say?
Yeah, I didn't see the timer. I don't know if Makona had. I thought Makona had Starlit Sky or whatever it's called up. You definitely would have needed that corner routing, right? You're going to need the full corner combo in that situation, or you're going to have to omit that auto combo and just do 2 buttons in SBA.
I mean, I don't really blame them. Like, you have OD, you have SSBA, opponents like below 30%. It makes sense to think you can kill off of that. It's not... I wouldn't rag on them too hard for it. It makes sense. I would have done the thing.
Close match. I think both
Very
players
close.
actually did a really good job of calming things down in that last round. There was actually a really patient approach from both players especially when Makona got into overdrive. I really liked Makona's approach, taking their time, walking up, using 5M, using 236L.
Even
really the only
No, you go ahead.
misstep. The only big misstep was actually that whipped 5M that didn't get punished. So I think their approach there was actually really good.
Next up, we've got Inspector versus
for
Charles
the first time
III.
ever, we have like for what a good character Percy is. For like quite a bit of people play Percy. We have like Charleston has been the only Percy that consistently entered our brackets, but now
These are definitely 2 different Percys. Relative to Inspector, Charles is a wildling. Inspector plays relatively tame.
Charles constantly DPs, neutral DPs after minus, air stall with JU, keeps trying to take his... That man gremlins his turn back at every opportunity.
Yeah, and you know, it can be effective. You see a lot of the M follow-up.
Yeah.
Where
and
this right here, that's actually, that exchange is a really good example of what I'm talking about. Inspector likes
goes
the
for the safe low,
yeah.
just to like, you know, return, get a little bit of reward, but if it's blocked, nothing bad. Charles immediately going for the plus 20 mid that like counter hit kills him if it gets punished.
bro, this mirror is clown shoes. I hate this.
You don't like far heavy into lock? There we go, OD on the command grab. That is a thing Inspector likes to do as well. I think uses the command grab a lot, especially off of the command dash follow-up.
Inspector has the stock advantage right now, down on life, but any hit will make that
Any
not
hit,
matter.
like
Yeah,
if it's low, it doesn't really matter that much. That should be death, yep.
I think he was trying to dial out like a skill button super there, and didn't get
Got
the
counter hit, yeah.
Yeah. Nice
2-8,
anti-air.
because it's a counter
Like
hit.
to see
you
heavy
follow
stock
up.
here? Yeah, I like that. Stocks matter a lot in this matchup when you're the one who has them and the other one doesn't, because now he can just run his offense. And Inspector, even if he gets a poke, he's going to have to give up offense in order to actually get stocks.
Yeah, jumps the command grab, but no punish. It's in the corner. Again, like you said, this would be a good situation, but Inspector has no stock, so like, what's he going to convert off of? Even
It's
if he
fine
does
in
get
the
a
corner.
hit?
You know, he can use rush and create a conversion, but the main issue is when you're stockless, if you do get a hit, you have to give up your Oki, right? You have to stock up for the most part. Big hit. Yep.
Trade.
Nice dodge. Have to be careful with those fireballs. SBA is on deck.
Is it if it's stocked up, you can't dodge it?
For what?
Or EX, it's EX. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a guard crush. The heavy into the heavy follow-up, if it's stocked up, is a guard crush. I mean, you can always dodge the cancel, but he has options built in to sort of deal with that. Like, he can do no follow-up and then just command grab you into a combo.
EP's on the command grab. Turns back to neutral here. Marks out with flash.
Yeah.
Doesn't trust himself, though. Tries to go for 2M there.
Oh,
Counter hit,
just
but no,
shy of the
no
combo, yeah.
follow-up. Yeah. I mean, I think he could have, because he had a stock, but just might not have been ready for it. Or a spacing.
He could have if he was all the way in the corner. I think he would have needed the EX in order to get like a 5M there.
Air stall evade the 2H. Yeah, Percy's air stall does not traditionally see much use because he doesn't need to use it that often, but it is an option he does have.
Yeah, like when is this character jumping, you know?
Like, why does he need to, man? He's got the funny button.
Good
Spot dodge on
good
Mach
dodge.
finally for a punish.
That is the correct answer, too. They actually buffed Mach to where it reaches higher up, because a lot of people used to neutral jump there in order to get out and punish, but it'll actually clip the neutral jump really often. Nice punish. Get a stock here. Only takes
One
the light.
stock.
Yeah.
I guess without stock Zarisen, it's not like a great knockdown.
Can Percy far in not whiff punish 5H? What?
No, it definitely can. It's just,
Air stall
you
again.
got to be ready for it. His sweep also, I believe, can catch it. Nice whip punish there. Yeah, I would like to see maybe medium stock here so you keep Samoki. There it is. Oh, clutch
Jumps
jump
down
though,
corner.
gets
They
the
keep
cross
letting
up.
They keep letting each other get out of the corner. Both of them, whenever the other's on defense.
Good
That's
check,
death.
SBA, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's hella dead.
Alright. Was that 2-0 Inspector?
Yep.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, Charles, normally quite aggressive gameplay, can definitely work to overwhelm someone, but like when someone's ready for those kind of tricks, when they're ready to spot with those spot dodges or those jabs, and they feel comfortable enough to jump out of your offense, it definitely doesn't help when you've got to give up on that strength of yours, that kind of wild card adaptability, and you have to go back to playing standard game.
The big thing about aggressive play in this game, there's a lot of characters who can make it work and a lot of people who can make it work, but you have to be tight with it. You can't be aggressive and a little sloppy, right? This is a really punishing game if you make mistakes. You can overwhelm someone, you can roll them over for sure if you're just airtight with all of your aggressive options.
Like if you're letting someone jump out of the corner.
Yeah. The big thing is you're putting the burden on yourself to not make a mistake when you're the aggressor, where the other person who's kind of hanging out is, they're just sort of waiting for you to mess up and getting the punish.
Right. Eustace versus Vera. These two have played, I think, pretty frequently in the brackets since like a tourney or two ago. So it'll definitely be interesting to see how these two adapt to each other. Koga's already plays pretty patient, so I'm not expecting him to get like caught by a lot of random grenades or lasers.
Koga's very much plays in phases. He plays very patient up until he doesn't. It's like a switch gets flipped, right? Koga's very, very patient in neutral up until he thinks he has an advantage, and then he goes in very hard. You can see here, right? Hasn't even actually taken an action yet. Has only walked.
Yeah, Maddie has been back. This match and the previous one has been backing herself.
Yeah,
so
and
just like, and then the other person just walks up and takes advantage of it.
And that's what I mentioned about.
Ooh.
That's what I mentioned about the easy input. So Eustace, for those who aren't familiar with the character, has a unique trait.
Oh my god, there's the guest deck again.
When you're using easy input on Eustace, his timers refill faster than anyone else does on easy input. The purpose of that change is so he can use his specials without having to stand stationary or walk backwards. It's so you can just walk and then let a Flamek rip, right? You don't want to give up. If you have that's like not using Rush on Avatar, right? The whole point of his unique buff of not having meter cooldown is so he can use Rush instead of spending his health. When you have a unique character trait like that, don't waste it. Nice dodge.
Dodge here. Yes,
yep.
Maddie, there you go. Makona abused it a whole lot last match, so it's good to see her recognizing that and being ready for when someone else does it. Yeah. Aside from the backing yourself in the corner, I liked a lot of the play that match. Very, very patient with those normals. Run up OD or overhead. Not get Koga for the third
time. Good confirm on the crouching with the 2M. Good block on the low.
Rat Race tries to jab out. That's plus. Rat Race is very plus. No combo though. A little far out.
Koga's starting to scramble a little bit, getting counter hit a bunch.
I don't think he's. I don't know if he knows or if he's just unconfident. I think he's just unconfident is the thing. You see him guest teching on those overheads when he's previously blocked them before. Him trying to jab out when he shouldn't. Maybe he doesn't know when he's like. Maybe he doesn't know when this is like plus or minus, but
I think just kind of had that.
Yeah,
exactly. Had that walls is closing in feeling like you have to get out now. It's big to remember in this game. Damage is really high, and that works both directions. If you mash too early and you get counter hit, you're probably going to eat 1 billion damage. But on the trade off of that, you can come back at any time. Like rounds are very long. And damage is very high. You don't have to win right now. I think that's a big
character switch.
Yeah, we might see the Jita coming out.
Maybe. Yeah, that might be a bit better just to have a projectile to try to contest Eustace with.
Also, Jita movement speed is actually very
Jita
important
movement
against
speed.
Eustace.
She just needs one jump in on him.
Yeah, one good jump or one good run up 5M to counter hit the startup of a projectile, and
Yeah.
she can make it happen for sure.
Yeah.
Her medium DP is also very good against the special cancels, very far range.
It takes you very far forward. You can big Toro DP with it. Yeah. It's a big thing in this game just to not feel rushed unless you're like on 20 seconds of time and down 30% life. You can't just sit and down back.
You can very genuinely do 100% of someone's health in under 10 seconds in this game with 2 to 3 touches easily.
Yeah.
Navigating the zoning pretty well. Good block here.
Yeah, we're already seeing the difference this projectile's making. Maddie's forced to charge Flamek or just like, trade space evenly with Koga instead of Koga being forced to chip and get shoved back.
Yeah, Koga using the safe Rekka pressure too, not committing too
long.
Charge
Fireball to run up. Yeah, no, this is a huge difference, definitely. Finally 2H's the jump in Koga.
Spending resources looking really hard for the DP. If you're going to make that bait as Maddie, do it with something that doesn't cost anything. Do a backdash or something. Yeah,
just run up, stand still, or safe jab. You don't run up and back shift. Running offense. Corner. Stagger. Wait for
maybe
the DP
looking for
again,
probably looking for the DP or the OD.
Dodges that time. Very confident and correct, so I can't win this time.
And there's auto combo into SVA. No funny stuff. Straight to business. Closes out the round. Maddie on match point.
She didn't have Rat Race up. Do you think if she had it up, she would have tried to?
I think that it's normal to dial out the thing you practice the most. I think that's actually really common. So it's likely. And Maddie is definitely one of the ones who practices the cool combos, not the auto combo into SBA, right?
Yeah, that's boring. Makes sense. Pushing the corner, rolls through to gives up.
Not a good roll.
Not great.
Put himself in the corner. This is looking pretty bleak right now for Koga. Actually.
Again, it's a case of being antsy. Like, you don't need to do these things. You can just sit and wait in this game.
Yeah,
like
OD's probably coming here. Okay, just jabs out. Gets the knockdown.
All right. Koga can definitely make this back in the game as Jita when you get this corner push. Especially against Eustace, no defensive options to really get you off him, get to him, stick.
Big check
just
here.
A command dash?
Yeah. Finish this combo, take a knockdown, don't spend SSBA yet. Now any hit.
Wait.
Rekka timer's back, so this is very dangerous for Maddie. Even a rush combo right now would finish, like a 5M into rush would finish this. Oh no, I don't think that was supposed to be grab, but great punish by Maddie.
Very good awareness on that. I don't know what
Kugo was looking for, but I don't believe that was supposed to be a grab. Maybe just a little bit of a flubbed input on a 5M, accidentally tapping. Sometimes you can hit like M and L together when you're trying to hit the 5M.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, tough way to lose. The Jita, though, was,
Jita was a good pick. It was definitely, I think, being antsy was the big thing. You get impatient, like the wall, like you said, the walls close in on you, you feel pressure to do something, and just end up, like, committing to a bad player, getting counter hit jabbed, make, like, a...
All right, so it was a winner's side match though. Koga's still in there, gonna have to work their way back from the losers. Cabinet. Losers cabinet. I'm sorry, I'm watching bracket. You talk.
Yeah, there you go, buddy. Yeah,
Inspector's just sitting in the other seat. This is good.
Yeah, it is good to remember. Like if you get like opened up with like a throw or non-counter hit universal overhead, you take like 1,000 damage, 1,500. You try to press trying to tech or jab out and you get counter hit, you take 3,000 damage. You can't just down back still.
This next match, Yabai's going to be coming up. So we're going to be seeing Avatar most likely against Percival. One thing I will say for Inspector is Inspector grinds in lobby a lot. Inspector plays, in New York 1, out in the open, and most likely is going to have a decent bit of Avatar experience. Was a popular character for a little bit there. A lot of people trying him out. So we'll see kind of if he can navigate it. If he can, this is a pretty difficult matchup for Avatar because Percy doesn't need to do like cool combos in order to do a boatload of damage to Avatar. He needs to hit him with 5H and a 214 HH like 3 times and the round's over.
Especially if he does know the matchup, because Avatar is a character that thrives off of knowledge checking you and creating chaos and making you like do a fear response instead of the correct response. And if you can keep your cool and just chill, then
Percy also has a very good air-to-air button in Jump H, and against Flight RPS, you can go get Avatar, right? Like if he's constantly doing things and he's not showing the stomp fast fall follow-up out of Flight,
or if he just does it too
him.
close.
Yeah, and just counter hit him out of the air and confirm into a full combo. So, we'll see. Yabai has looked pretty knowledgeable in a lot of the matchups from Avatar's side from what I've seen so far. So I think it's going to come down to, who gets, getting knowledge checked by Avatar is way easier than by Percy. Even though arguably Avatar, you'd probably see more of him in lobby, honestly. Percy's been there since launch and is a straightforward character. You're not going to see a ton of surprises from him.
Yabai can definitely play a patient, slower game, but like, I'm a low health character against a character like Percy who can just do 3k off of far heavy.
Yeah, and this corner positioning already, like this is kind of scary. Really, at this point, and there it is.
Yeah, there it is, jumping to just snatch him out of the air like that.
If he was a little more ready for the confirm, that would have been like 40%.
Immediate
DP
display
out.
that he does have the knowledge checks. That's
Look
minus,
at the
unlike
damage.
regular Belial.
Also, he didn't spend the heavy. That was the medium, so he still has Lord Strike timer. Spends it there. And that's going to kill. Round 1, I really like, actually, if you have like a closer 5M or 5H or like a LLL type hit, I like using the medium Lord Strike to spend your stock and keep that timer very heavy.
The far heavy. That is how you need to deal with move. Either stand back and whip punish it, or
Good
predictably
DP. Stop.
jump it. Stocks up, no Oki, but he's got the 5 stocks. Doesn't really bad of a spike there.
I maybe would like to see the medium stock there, only so you can keep some Oki.
And back into the corner. This is jabs out with medium. Interesting.
There it is.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, Inspector not ready for the float confirms. He definitely could kill from those hits. But he's hitting the air-to-air, which is kind of the important part.
Think,
that's dead.
Oh! No combo off of it. This is, cancels the flight there. That does not punish, right?
Okay.
Oh my...
Oh no, Inspector.
What is... The glue
Inspector
has
caught
been
looking.
nailed. He's eaten all of the glue. All the Elvers.
Good
DP's on the command
Gonna
grab.
stock up again. Yeah, just doing the H again.
And this slow walk in the corner and just throw out those very aggressive Percy normals. Though when Yabai can get a hit, the life difference does get out pretty easy. That's countered. It's not death, but you are dead off the next interaction. Waits for the DP, doesn't get it. Spot dodge.
Well, went to walk up for a grab there. Yeah. I actually like the idea. It was a clutch sweep there by Yabai. Big overdrive activation. This is actually kind of the scary part for Abel, right? He's in overdrive. He has no health.
Out. Yeah, all right. Does
able
get him
to catch the
5H. Yeah, in that mode, when he's got low enough health, so he'll just spend his EX moves. He doesn't care.
It's like Carmine from Under Night, right?
Like now, no D. So
you think, I have him on a pixel. Carmine's like, oh, now I'm unchained.
It's a really weird situation with those characters where like them at medium amount of health is like less scary than them at low, because when they're at low they don't care anymore.
I like the approach here from Inspector. Does get clipped by the raw
medium Rekka clip. Slight laser tries to spot dodge or roll that, or just got caught trying to jump and meet him.
Yabai's doing a really good job of Yabai's varying his options a lot. Oh, probably wanted Fireball there. Got the DP. Gonna have to make do with it.
Could he have continued the combo much more?
Yes, that was he had to dash up to get the close 5M, but the route there is close 5M, heavy Fireball into...
dropped the combo, but I don't think it should...
Oh, yeah, missed the second dodge.
Second time. He needs to do it twice. That's so rough. Yeah, if you spot dodge the first one, you've got to spot dodge the second one or just block it. Catch them in the air.
Unblockable there. I feel like Inspector's doing a really good job gaining the positioning he needs. He's just kind of flinching,
Not
kind of at
flinching
the
on,
clutch
like, in
times.
execution. He's dropping like important little bits. He's letting you buy jab out when he really should have no right to do that.
Okay, this is big.
Next deal,
Close
command
5H, Fireball, DP, gonna get the juggle after. What's he gonna take with it? No, he's gonna stock up. Okay.
Smoky, but waits for presumably DP or OD or super. Abel has a really nasty SSBA.
Gotta be careful with fireballs here. Percy, even though they calmed it down. Oh, good punish. Yeah,
good punish. Tried to wreck a gamble there, and Spectre called him out on it.
Yeah, I think he was banking on Inspector to respect the 5U, 8U cancel option.
Yeah, but it's like what you said. If you haven't demonstrated that possibility before, no one's gonna flinch. Safe jump off DP.
No.
No punish,
Okay,
though.
yeah. I think he was expecting close 5H.
He was expecting close heavy instead of far heavy, yeah.
Another good
Catch
check.
with a 2M.
Oh,
Knockdown.
I like that ender, actually. That's a really solid ender for maintaining your timer and still getting some stocks.
Ooh,
Big whip
gets
punish,
cut.
has the
5H
corner,
on the
didn't
feet.
get the clean hit. Did he get the dodge?
No, he
yeah,
didn't.
that's too slow of a button. He had the dodge, but you have to 5L
light
there.
at that
Yeah.
range. That,
Okay.
you're fine, right?
Dodge.
You're fine, right? Yeah, it can't tip you out. No gap.
Good
And
punish. We got a
yeah.
1-1.
No, I think it's 2-1 Inspector, isn't it? Or 2-0.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
a 2-0. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they were just very close games, so... Yeah.
Yeah, tight game between the
Okay.
two.
Awesome. Well, those were some great sets on winner's side. A lot of 2-0s, but a lot of good sets.
The games weren't really close, though, so... You know.
Okay, well,
Even
that
with it.
completes our top 8. We got Inspector and Maddie sitting in winners finals. And then down in losers, we got Spooky Mango versus Makona. Winner gets Yabai. And Shiraga versus Charleston III. Winner gets Koga. That's our top 8. Now, I do have 2 promos to play. So I'll play the first one, and then I'll play the highlight reel from the last couple weeks. So this will be a
Dove.
break. Yeah.
Dove. Is it in there?
No, I didn't put it in there.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
The people gotta know.
This isn't the highlight for like. This doesn't include that. So
I know that. It's fine. It's fine.
No,
The people gotta know that I revolutionized Vera
I
neutral.
promise. I have something much cooler that clip's gonna be in.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So,
I will wait patiently.
so I'm gonna play the first one. This is an announcement. We do have officially a month until TMN's 1-year anniversary, which is early December. So I will show the highlight and I'll talk about it afterwards. Well, welcome everyone to the new era of Blitzwar. Blitzwar, if you didn't know, has recently rebranded to the Training Mode Network. And we are now running other games besides Exard. So we're running a BBCF bracket tonight.
The powers yet unknown. Like you get a high to collect, select, show me your best. That crystal blister, it's all over now. Psychic king, music you need, more candy king. Okay, coded freaks, got a high kick, mystic, twister, moist with the roasting. Stick it up, step aside, a cigar will effect, take it out to the moon.
It's gonna need one more after this.
Oh my god!
That's
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Morning rays, hairspace queens, get on the way to the nest, the web's on it. They once had a dream, bells of society, shells of unity, cornet and spin it, the sound flows, falls to the home, dragged by the power of dream. That power's yet unknown. Morning rays, hairspace Taking wicked and all the way to the nest, to west and honest. They once had a dream, that was beside me, the show of unity. Cornet and spin it, the sound flows. Flows to your home, drive by the power of a dream. That power is yet unknown. That power is yet unknown. That power is yet unknown. That power is yet unknown.
So that is the big announcement. I announced this a while ago, but this is like the official. I was going to start promoting like every fucking week, every day of your goddamn life. So the final exam is a all-day event where we're fundraising for the next year of operations, as well as our Frosty Faustings sponsorship, so we can send some of our players to Frosty Faustings. That being said, it is a tournament, not a tournament, it's actually a fundraising event where graduates of all the games, which Nexon has signed up actually, graduates of all the games have to run a tournament for their game without my help. So it is just up to them, and if they do it, they get a diploma that I will mail to their fucking house. I'm really excited about that. But we have a ton of other really cool stuff lined up for it, including all the MVPs have already been chosen, but I'll be revealing them for every game, but I'll be revealing them over the next few weeks with a special spotlight for them. So that'll be really fun, and then we got a lot of other really fun stuff planned. I'm really excited. So I can't wait until December 2nd to share everything I've been working on with y'all, because I've been working on this for like a couple months. That being said, we are now going to watch the highlight reel from the last couple weeks, and then we'll get back to the tournament. Okay, it's done. We can finally get back to the tournament. Thank you everyone for watching. Next up, we got Spooky Mango versus Makona. So this will be Cat versus UL.
Yeah, this is Mango's definitely gonna have his work cut out for him now. This matchup is trash for Catalina. In my opinion, this is easily her worst matchup. Now that Uno is like physically possible, this is just, if played correctly, Catalina's a punish character. She's specifically the best punish character in the game. But Yule, if played correctly, is always safe. So Catalina can't get started really easy without taking a big risk. So we're going to have to see sort of who cracks first between, Makona taking an unnecessary risk in order to open Spooky up, or Spooky getting clipped trying to steal a turn, or overextending trying to open up Makona.
UL versus Catalina. Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Yeah, starting off with the fireballs, you do kind of want to control the ground. Good timing with the 5M check. Yeah, using that 5H. That 5H is actually a really good button against characters with strong mid-screen normals because it doesn't put out a very far hurt box, just a hitbox. But Catalina is one of the characters, similar to what I said about Vera and Jita. She can whiff punish that button. A lot of people have to kind of hold it, but Makona able to get started. And yeah, this is kind of where it goes downhill for Cat. She can't do a ton. Yeah, good patience. Trying to work out. Makona's
He is
still with the
getting
corner
out of the
positioning.
corner.
Yeah.
He is getting out of the corner. There you go.
And that whiff punish is exactly what I was talking about, right? That 5H will
In a
illustrating
Russian
the
turn.
other side of the point. That 5H will smoke any Cat button that's pushed into it, but if you do it first and you whiff, Cat can definitely punish it.
Hot jumping there. Him.
Has the corner. This is, just runs up, gets the 5M, and this is sort of why it's so difficult for Cat, right? She's never in her wall bounce range. You can see this is going to push her out of it on block, right?
Yeah.
It's a true block string, it's unpunishable, and it removes the potential for Cat to do big damage because it's just always keeping her out of wall bounce range.
Yeah, that definitely seems rush. I wasn't really thinking about that as much as I was thinking about how 236L is safe on block, but yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of the level 1 of the matchup is you have to assume that you're going to be playing out of the corner at all times and kind of go from there. Good patience here from Spooky. Has the lead. Just has to be careful with the... Yeah, a little bit of leapfrog here. Switching corner positioning. Almost a whip punish, but yeah, you have to cancel. That is a trade-off for Yule. She has to cancel to a 2-3-6 or else Cat can punish 5M.
You're dead. You're dead here. Yeah. Spooky's not playing the matchup bad, sure, because we've seen him fight his way out of the corner and get like some solid hits. It is just, I think, the matchup is really not great, and Makona's not playing poorly. Makona's playing pretty solidly too. So
this is just kind of what it looks like if the two players are relatively evenly matched. Like, Kat's going to get some hits, she's going to get some opportunities, but if she gives a window to Yule, it's really difficult to get momentum back. And Makona playing it really well, not taking a lot of unnecessary risks, not doing a lot of jumping, not doing minus frames in a DP. Oh, clutch jump. No.
Big jumping over that.
Spooky is placing these normals really well. Didn't have the 2-1-4 cancel there. But...
Yeah, no 2-1-4 cancels on them, which I would hope him to start buffering behind them, but he's getting the
Especially,
damage.
At the tip of 5M range for Cat, that's where 2-1-4L is safe. So as long as you're right at that tip range, you can just buffer. It didn't used to be like that. It used to be pretty hard for her. She had to one-hit confirm everything properly. Now she can kind of dial it out.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
seems like checkmate here. This is not a great spot to fight out, even with
Yeah.
the rush.
Unfortunately,
Or rush it
the
again.
rush means Overdrive's going to be off the table and Chip is going to be an issue, especially with
Yeah.
that true block string. Yeah, runs up into
Yeah.
the sweep. And there's that, too. She has a very low profiling sweep. Pretty good against Cat's buttons.
Battle 2. Engage.
Catches the rush of the projectile. No 2H on that, although, again, jumping against you well, not the smartest decision. DP's out. Now
No,
Yule's
yeah,
in-
got to be careful with that. Yeah, you can't throw the mids against that. That's another reason this matchup sucks so bad is Cat, does not have good lows. One of the worst 2Ls in the game. She has a very hard time hitting Yule out of stance. Okay, gets a grab. Spooky with a bit of a lead here. Doesn't bite too hard in the 2 and 4H. Makona does get out, but not too bad for Spooky yet.
Trying to think if the if EX like flip into forward follow up, if that's like plus or minus. I'm trying to remember.
The heavy follow-up, the one where she comes down with the 2 hits, that's plus, and then the other one's just safe so she can get the DP or not mix up after it. Cat, though, can chase 2 and 4H really well with run-up bar 5L and get a full conversion on the counter hit. Oh, that's going to close it. Yeah, good confirm there. Yeah, Makona just doing what was necessary, not overextending too much, and it's as long as you're playing stable, playing solid, it's a really difficult match for Cat to kind of take there.
Yeah. You don't really have to, not overextending. You don't have to, not forcing yourself to do anything more than what's necessary. Just throw out those safe normals, safe special, and then just chill. Next up, what is next up for us? We have,
We got Shiraga and Charleston.
Shiraga. Yeah, Shiraga and Charleston. So that's Zoe versus Percival then. I don't see many of these either of these characters very often, so not exactly sure what to offer in terms of what to expect from it or what their general goals are besides get a knockdown and get stock / Dragonoki. Any comments you've got?
Yeah, I mean, Charles, we've seen kind of the aggression, the willingness to challenge out. It can be really dangerous against Zoe if they're spaced correctly. And with Percival, he has a DP, but he doesn't have a great DP. His heavy DP is actually not that good. It's not going to get you out of a lot of laser setups consistently. So it kind of depends. If Charles gets knocked down, he's going to have a pretty hard time turning around momentum probably. This fireball is very good too. It does cost resources, so she can't keep it up together, but Light Dragon is probably the best fireball in the game. Knocks down on counter hit, very fast, safe if you roll it.
Yeah. What's
Good
the only other one would be like Belial Fireball in terms of
Yeah, just because of the sheer different options.
you really just can't contest with Belial Fireball safely. Though
No anti-air there.
back to the game. No punish on the EX flight Zoe.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
kind of where it's scary. You can just, that light fireball at this space is plus. You could just do like 5M light fireball over and over. You can see the extended box of Percival there. Gets the grab.
Not
Yeah,
any big hits for anyone. It's just
That's
like
gonna be a
gimmick
punish.
to beat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what I was talking about. A lot of the options that Charles is going to try to use to mash out of the pressure, they just don't work against well-constructed heavy laser pressure. There's that counter hit knockdown, allows her a ton of Dragon Meter.
Taking that away in Rising, and I have opinions about that.
I think that with the JU coming from Percival, it seems strong, but especially for someone like Zoe, she doesn't really have to hold that, right? Just wait and do a late, easy
late
input
2H.
heavy DP.
Yeah, and
not
even
even
if it
2H, yeah. Do the heavy
even if
DP.
Yeah, that. And even if it hits, then like what do you get off soft knockdown? It's not. There's not a whole lot of reward from it. It's more just a tool he has that doesn't Yeah, and if it gets blocked, you know, you're punishable, buddy. Get ready to, like, you better DP gamble after that. Command
Goes
grab
for
in
the
the
command
corner.
grab.
They should leave to
Yeah.
a stock setup. Probably medium
Gets the
stock.
juggle here.
Okay,
Oh yeah, gonna do the DP. I haven't seen any of the either Charles or Inspector actually go for the juggle after that DP. Might have even been able to kill with like 5L into super. You can get 2 hits of auto combo into an ender after that.
Again,
Another bad
base
OD,
the
yeah.
But no combo off because it was corner and the positioning was
Good
awkward.
use of the
but
lightning. Dragon's down though. Oh no,
Tried
just
to jab
mashes.
out.
Yeah, just challenged and got blown up. Shiraga with just easy pressure
maybe
caught the frame trap.
thought Shiraga would respect P, or he didn't know that EXDP is plus on block. Could be any number of things there. Again, around the start, you really can't let these go unpunished. 2H
Good
them,
check.
like easy DP them, something.
Oh, good use of the explosion, the 6+ button ender out of that charge in order to dissipate the fireball.
Maybe Dragon Oki gets caught low, but not opened up for anything.
Yeah,
Jabs
that's
out
fake.
of
Good
Dragon.
check.
Very good call out there.
I think Shiraga was getting a little frisky there. Definitely a fake,
A
fake
little
pressure.
overconfident. Yeah.
Big
Jumps
jump.
medium Dragon. Knockdown.
Good pressure.
Yeah, and
Keep
then
it
this
stable.
is just
Nice.
this is Percy's version of 5M into Light Dragon.
Oh, guard button check.
Crossed up. I don't think you're dead. You're not
There's
dead,
not a lot
but
of scaling on this. This is going to be pretty close.
I think he's alive. Yeah. Next interaction.
Yeah, and
Crossed up
again,
again. You
yeah,
gotta get that. You gotta hold that guard button at this point. There are a few characters in this game that are like, it's in the game for a reason. You'll get mixed if you don't. Narmaya, Lancelot, etc., etc.
Okay, spends a couple stocks on the medium dashes. All right, no stocks again. Good confirm.
Lock.
Into
Plus
pressure
frames,
reset.
into
Yeah, this
command
is
grab.
a good. Gonna get the medium stock and some Oki here. No DP available for Zoe. Has to hold the pressure. Shraga in trouble here.
Plus
Good.
there, yeah.
What?
Flash
Yo,
there
that
gets
was
out
like
of the
a
corner.
that was a purple RC. I
That it is real funny when that happens. Thrown out of it, Shiraga was just expecting Charles to respect it too
I gotta
much.
see I gotta see a clip of that later. That was like the Zato, like the JD PRC.
That was like
fly.
the super dashes they do. Yeah, like where you quick RC. Yeah.
Doesn't Pot do the similar thing with like 4 megabits
Yeah.
RC? I learned that never could do it consistently in a match. It was really funny though.
Why did you play
Catches the
Pride?
anti- I didn't. I just learned how to do it because I
Good
thought.
check with the DP.
All right.
All right.
Carry
Charles
back
doing
and
good so
forth,
far.
Safe on block, but no real punish. To OD to force Charles away. Does not block the overhead, but no combo. Too far out of Dragon
Oh, big JH. That's gonna hurt. He had stocks. I
knockdown.
would like to see him actually just
Get ready
cash out the
for-
damage there.
I mean, Zoe's only got SSBA here as a defense.
SSBA though will blow up Fireball.
Will. Charles is really just. Ooh,
Good block.
yeah. He's
Wow.
letting- he can get
And that's a
lightning
projectile
his
rush.
spot,
Yeah. That smokes rush.
Yeah, I think a big thing was Charles just kept letting Shiraga get away with the DPs in neutral just to close distance and get plus frames.
Yeah,
and that
you can
you've really
actually.
gotta check
So
those.
So the H DP from Zoe is kind of unique. It's not invuln right at the start. It's invuln after she gets up in the air and sort of in the middle, but it's also not on the way down. You can definitely 2H it and smoke her for it. And Charles has shown on regular jump-ins that he has the reactions to 2H and to pick up counter hit 2H combos reliably. Just kind of knowledge check there, not using it in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to be moving on in losers. Has Makona is coming back up.
Makona versus Yabai. So Abel versus Buell.
This is another matchup that can be for Abel. Kind of rough. Once he gets locked down, you got to start making some, big guesses on the DPs. And you will, we mentioned that usually her, downside is that she doesn't do a ton of damage. But against Avatar, everyone does damage. So that matters way less. Yabai, though, did have, I don't remember if it was regular Bell, but we've definitely seen other characters as well out of Yabai. Avatar is not the only character they've shown. Both players are in. Got the go-ahead.
Right.
UL versus Belia. Believe in
So
victory.
yeah, Abel definitely has a lot better neutral tools than Ewell does to contest. Like displayed right
Yeah.
there, displayed
Good
right
zoning
there.
too. His zoning is not great compared to most
Actual zoners.
fireballs, but it's competent. It can get the job done.
Yeah, especially if someone doesn't have their own projectile or zoning method to contest him. Roll on the
Roll.
medium rec against
Yeah.
Hot, and that will very frequently catch you for trying to spot dodge or roll it, just with how. Not that it's plus necessarily, just that like the startup when compared to the recovery is a lot different.
Run up
Run
OD, yeah. I was thinking I would have liked to see Makona actually do the OD after the 236H knockdown. You can use that hard knockdown to buy yourself time to safely OD. Oh no,
Yeah.
just a little bit of a misstep went into the fireball.
Battle.
Trying to press something there, I'm not quite sure what that was, but got caught.
Good check, yeah. Stealing the turn. Looking for the DP. Like I said,
Throw
Makona
again.
has usually good instincts on sort of when
Wake
to
up
bait.
jab,
Good patience.
nothing.
Oh,
Does
not there
not
though.
respect the hit, Rekka
Yeah.
gambles.
Yeah, it
Man
looks,
grab.
doesn't look like a ton of familiarity with the different avatar specials as well. You dodge the light fireball, the rocks on the ground. You roll the spears usually.
OD into OD.
Yeah.
And
Just caught not
again,
blocking.
trying to press something.
Yeah, maybe
definitely
trying to
down back.
SSBA or something. Like you can. Her SSBA does work as an anti-fireball pretty well, but maybe just late on it.
Does it? I've never.
Yeah,
done
no, it definitely does.
so-
I've died for it a bunch of times again. Rixia has proven that that's definitely a thing to me.
That's minus at that range. You can definitely take your back, but I think, yeah, not stealing it there is definitely showing what you said. Makona does not have the matchup experience here.
Yeah.
Tried to TP to catch him after the fight. Yeah, he's starting to get desperate with trying to like find a solution. It's kind of clear he doesn't have one.
Yeah, and Yabai going for the checkmate right now. Just looking to make the chip stack up. And all this, because he's in overdrive, none of that really matters. Yeah, good
Yeah,
check on the run.
I'll just block. Makona, yeah, just forced into a really desperate situation there.
Yeah, good check with the 2L. Keeping stuff relatively safe. That Rekka is pretty easy to make safe.
Yeah, not great range on an A flight for the command grab. There's a reason people do it on a B flight generally. Up
Yeah.
teleports plus. Not challenging
That's
that.
it. When I'm playing Avatar, that's like the first thing I check in terms of their matchup knowledge is the 8. Are they going to shut down the 8U?
Again, back to chipping with OD coming. A lot of multi-hits, a lot of strong chip from this. Losing like 5 or 10% of
That's a
the
big check, but
Gets him out of there.
Yule with the multi-hit air normal there. The way counter-hit air-to-airs work in this game is it's only the next hit that gets the benefit of the extra hit stun, right? So the counter hit on the first hit does give extra counter hit float on the air-to-air, but because it's a 2-hit normal, that extra float gets consumed.
Yeah, so you don't get the counter hit air punish that like everyone else would get from jumping
Yeah.
up and just snap.
Oh no! Ran into it.
Tried
Didn't
to
get the full combo,
sweep,
though.
no punish, and yeah, not high enough to unblockable. Jabs takes his turn out. Command grab, no punish on that again.
Yeah, you got to be looking out for the red circle on Avatar's hand. When he goes up into flight, usually you're looking for that kind of red circle to appear on when his hand goes back, and that's how you know to DP or jump the grab. Chip is an issue here.
You're gonna get checkmated.
Yeah, Makona has to run up OD or something. Probably OD right here.
Yeah, OD, get right. You need to look for that, but
Yeah,
Chip's not an issue now, but still big life deficit. He can't chip you buyout either.
Yeah, this is still any touch really.
Anyone's
for both
game,
players
yeah.
here. Makona basically just has to not jump, and they're fine. Good use of stance, but oh, the Rekka going over the low. Tried to squeeze that little 2L in there, but the Rekka, similar to Universal Overhead, just kind of like hops after a few
That
frames.
crushes
and-
lows, yeah.
Yeah.
Very strong showing from Yabai. Yeah, Makona, not to take anything away from Yabai. Yabai played very well, but Makona was very clear. There was a deficit of knowledge on what exactly to do in that scenario.
Yeah, I think that Avatar is up there with Lo Wayne in terms of like you can't rely on general game knowledge against them. You have to know
You've got
the specific matchup.
you've got to know the trick. You've got to know the tricks. You've got to know when you can take your turn, when they can't take their turn. You're playing a different game with Avatar. With and against him. Just he doesn't interact with the system the same way.
Yeah, the trade-off is that he evaporates if you touch him. So it's fair.
Evaporates you right back, man. He always has access to max damage combos. He gets 4K off of everything. So now we've got Shraga versus Koga.
I
Zoe
started
versus
playing him
Vera.
actually earlier this week, and I did unironically think it was the fastest I've ever learned a character. It was it's a weird character. He has very good normals. Like if you're already kind of used to playing neutral in the game and you're not trying to do the flight shenanigans, it was the easiest character to learn in the game.
Yeah, I picked him up a little bit because I thought I wanted to play him, but I was newer to the game, so I didn't play neutral well, and I didn't like just not knowing how to get on people and kill people. Belial was comparative here. Yeah, Zoe versus Vera. You got anything you can say here for a cat player?
It's
Similar
actually
ranges and all that?
Yeah, it's actually two really similar characters for the most part. Similar set play, similar ranges. Zoe, her normals are a bit slower, but they usually have a little bit less recovery. So it can be kind of hard to poke back and forth. But they're both very competent at with punishing each other, and they both have similar set play. Honestly, the only real difference is Vera has a DP. Zoe does also have, we mentioned how good...
projectile.
Yeah, we mentioned how good that Light Dragon is, and also that zoning is kind of one of just a natural weakness for Vera.
She has no tool for it. Like, Luminary is not a counter-zoning tool at all. So, you do just kind of have to work your way in.
Yeah, in this
Sure,
matchup,
sure.
honestly, if you do a raw Lumi, I haven't tested it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Zoe could just put Heavy Dragon down and block, and, you know, just get that space and those frames back. Wow!
You say that as though she couldn't EXDP and just fly to you also.
Yeah. Good use of the lightning,
Light-
just creating a stalemate there. Out of Dragon, though. Gonna have to play this honest for a bit. Almost out of
you gotta
overdrive
crouch
as well.
on normals or look for an option.
Oh, that's gonna do it, though.
Why
SSBA?
close heavy there, but I think a little too slow on
There's
that
a full auto combo scaling, though. I think Koga's alive here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen this a couple times for Shraga, actually. I'd like to see them maybe a little bit more confident with those confirms and just doing good block.
Yeah, stop
Just do a
running and
button.
keep going. Let him with the OD off. Now he can't be chipped out, so
You don't
too
need
far
to.
away.
Yeah, just looking for the tap. Chip is an issue for Shraga
Chip
here.
with
Yeah.
jab, yeah. At that point, maybe just EXDP after.
Yeah, just for the
Scarlet
plus
Oak.
frames.
Just for the plus frames, just to steal, just kill, yeah.
Good run up check. Yeah,
Mag,
can't do that.
RM. Cross
And
up
another guard
Lumi.
button check. Yeah, these are two characters who can do it to each other, right? Oh, good bait.
Good bait,
Didn't quite
no
get the
convert
punish.
though with a 236. You need 2 and 4. Jump on the
Yeah,
dragon.
you can see that, right? That fireball's so good. You can jump
just
it and it doesn't
insta
matter.
recovery. Yeah.
I think that if Shraga was ready for it, actually could have done easy input, heavy DP, and
DP.
anti-air even. Oh,
DP's out of the Dragon, no punish from Shiraga. Rushes to get around the charge. I don't know if that was intended, but that worked out really well. Spot
Good
dodge
bait.
on
Oh,
OD,
no, but
no.
that was so weird. So
I think Lumi didn't have enough hits done, yeah.
No, what had happened? The hit stun of Lumi push. Zoe was in range of close 5M, but the hit stun of Lumi pushed her out of the actual hitbox. So close 5M procced and whiffed because
Whiffed?
because
Yikes,
she was
yeah.
pushed out of it.
That's something.
No anti-air. Yeah, this is where you really want to get used to using that easy input, heavy DP to anti-air. Like, especially against quality air normals like Vera's, you don't want to be holding those jump-ins when you have an automatic anti-air.
Trades with MDP.
Out of Dragon, you know?
Now
Trying
she's
to
just
steal
got to
some
rely
charge
on
here.
her pretty solid sword normals.
Yeah, I don't like trying to steal the charge with the 5U here, only because the Dragon comes back at the same time no matter what. And you're going to get a free half a bar once it does time out. Good activation here.
OD.
Yeah.
No 2H again or DP. A lot of jump-ins this bracket just going unpunished.
Yeah, that was poor recognition too because Lightning was down. There was no air stall available.
Koga's usually so good about anti-airs also.
Yeah, like not just dialing out the 5H or the 2H against Zoe is, you know, something that's important because of Air Lightning, but you got to be aware of when they have it. Stealing a turn there, checking the run up.
Now check on the 6D or 6U. Getting my anime game terminology mixed up. I was playing Blaze Blue earlier. Check on the throw. Knockdown. Cross up, JU and whiff.
Good block. Wow, the floaty super jump actually got past.
Yeah. Despite how it looks, I don't think there's actually a backwards hitbox on that. Check. Ooh, but no.
It was also the
Yeah.
late commitment to a normal, right? Not putting out a hurt box by not doing the normal until you were all the way over. That's going to be different in Rising, though. Super jump no longer turns around in the air.
It does. Oh.
Blowing some timers here, just trying to keep it at bay. Let the chips start adding up with the
OD.
overdrive activation. Gonna chunk off a bit of OD of Shiraga's. Nice run forward through the Lumi and a good
Yeah,
anti-air.
check the
Now
jump.
we're
That's
in
what
there.
looking for into universal
Yeah,
overhead.
that's what I like to see. Good sequence. Good anti-air, using the hard knockdown to set up the H-Dragon.
1-1.
Zoe's boots are so cute. They're so tiny and they're like, ooh.
Zoe's really cute. I like Zoe's design. Top tier design.
Yeah, she's like a little cute little girl, but she's not like her personality isn't overly like I'm cutie like gag, you know?
No, she's
she's
definitely like,
sick.
I'll just poop you out of existence.
I'd play Zoe if I cared enough to learn a technical character in this easy game.
I started playing Zoe like literally yesterday. I think she's pretty fun, pretty cool character. I had her in my like, I want to play this character at some point for ages, and then I just would forget and I'd play Gran more or something.
Fair enough.
Gran is actually sick.
The Callisto
I'm
Gran
sorry.
went crazy.
Yeah, no, Gran is actually
Braga
hella
not
fun.
fighting on any of these overheads.
The
Really good.
Callisto,
trigger
I
dis-
added this for
Oh, do we have a soundboard? Nice. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. 2U sweep the God button.
Holding the jump in again. Oh, I think that was supposed to be OD or maybe a rush.
Yeah, looking for the... Koga's definitely looking for the OD or some kind of defensive response. Again, letting that get away. You don't have to far H or 2H that, just easy input DP it, man, something.
Dragon not even facing the right way. Oh, could have died for that dodge. Barely got away with it. Plus frames. Respecting
And tech
it.
on the throw. These two very good discipline on blocking universal overheads and teching throws.
Yeah, good defense by Koga here. Waited out the Dragon meter. Now can go in. Yeah,
no,
the timer's
Shiraga's gotta
ticking
go
down.
in.
It's on
I'm
Shiraga.
running out.
Has the lead, I think.
Is that
Put Dragon
lead?
down.
Is that
No.
lead? Koga's got OD.
Get some chip.
That's it.
Oh,
that's it.
took the
Koga's
lead
got it.
back with the
Koga's got it.
OD.
Come on, that's a lead. That's a lead.
A big overextension by Shiraga. They could have just put Heavy Dragon down, gotten solidified the lead with the chip, and
Heavy
let time run
Dragon.
out.
Yeah, Heavy Dragon, get the chip and just walk away. Don't let Koga get out of that corner.
Gets counter hit
And
here.
I think
Hard knockdown.
they only realized they were running out of time at around like 8 seconds, so they
Yeah.
probably weren't thinking.
They played the first half of that moment from they realized it really well, and then just not the last decision. Yeah,
They
trying to
ran
push it into the
through,
dragon. But...
Trying to push into the dragon. Yeah, Shraga's been caught getting like a little too overconfident with that. Same thing happened against Charles earlier.
So when you're using the light dragon, when you're using the fireball, you can see there, the dragon stays where they are for a moment. They'll hang out there until you kind of like don't do anything for a bit and they come back. If you do 236H too early, it's going to happen where they are and they'll just go the wrong way.
Yeah, it's a lot like Persona Displacement.
I don't play Persona, but I think I kind of get what you're talking about. Where you
Basically where you send something out, and then if you do a different thing where that thing, before it comes back to you, it'll do it there.
Yeah. Takes
Clutch
thrust.
block there, has the lead. OD is gone for Shiraga, and that's a big jump, and that's going to do it.
Yeah.
GG's,
That's
shake my hand.
2-1 for Koga, I believe. Unless someone won another match and I wasn't paying attention.
No, that was it.
No, it's one more, right? Because this is winners, isn't it?
This is,
Or
this is losers quarters.
This is losers. I'm a silly little guy.
This is a little guy, and it's your birthday.
It sure is. It's my birthday soon, guys. I'm just a silly little dude. Next, so we're doing Yabai versus Koga next, right?
No, it's Maddie versus Inspector.
Okay, well. Talon highlighting something in purple made me think it was up next.
Yeah, we always do winners finals before loser semis. So, but challenge wants you to do the loser semis first.
Challenge is weird. So yeah, then we've got Inspector versus Maddie. Top 1, top 2 seed versus Eustace. I am not really familiar with how this is going to go, besides just, I think just checking Percival with zoning whenever he tries to, if he ever tries to steal an orb from like mid-screen. Yeah. But besides that, it's just like, honestly, if it's reminiscent of anything, I feel like this is kind of reminiscent of Eustace Belial, in that you're trying to stuff his buttons or whiff punish them with bar heavy.
I do think that Eustace has very competent normals, though. I think people think of him as a zoner and of his specials, but his Far 5
No, he's got a lot of very good
normals.
Yeah. I think that's what this is going to have to be, trying to whiff punish or stuff Percy normals.
Especially Inspector. I was about to say, Inspector likes to show that round start 5H, so you could just take a half step back and then 5H punish it. Maddie going on the offense
already
here.
Demonstrating a pretty solid lead. He spot dodges the rat race, though. Not a lot of people able to just do that on reaction that we've seen so far.
Using rush, buying some plus frames.
Corner, so overhead.
Counter hit confirmed. Able to get the knockdown here. No stocks. I sort of like this, though. Doesn't have stocks, but does have the momentum, so just going in. And no DP available for Eustace as well. There's no reason to not kind of rush him down once you get in. Oh, didn't quite have the confirm.
No confirm on either of them.
Yeah, I like that bailout right there. Get some space, get some stocks. There's no reason to be that close.
Spot dodge, gets rat raced, rushes through.
Plus frames?
And yeah, you're
just
gonna
the
get
2L.
there even if you did nothing. Eustace has no defense.
The freeze frame on that 2L is hilarious, like the super bendy smear frame on the...
Ooh, 2H to air. Yeah, no. Even air spell's already not a good move, and you're not going to do it versus Eustace, who has the anti-air move. Although counter hit heavier medium, so that was man grab.
Yeah, fireball. Nice routing. Saves the
Just
DP.
going for damage instead of stocks. Saves DP. Yeah.
Any button into super or rush will pretty much kill.
Now he's got
Caught with that 2L again, yeah.
Out of this.
Inspector
the trick
doing,
is Inspector probably knows that too. So
Inspector trying to frame trap with the
Up
2L
pulse.
post 5M, but for Percival that doesn't combo. And if he would have just done 2L, 5L, would have already
roll
killed.
forward to FBA, trying
Cringe,
to catch
but
something.
yeah.
It's like, I mean, what is she gonna do? Like OD, you know Inspector's looking for OD. And you're in chip range, honestly. Like, it was Monkey, it was 8, but like what better options does she realistically have? Again,
I think
round start far heavy.
the difference is that the SSBA would not have killed anyways and still would have been in chip range, where OD, at least if it works, you have a chance.
No, yeah, that's fair there. Finally gets the universal overhead on the guest tech. Now he just does it enough times. You'll bite eventually. Charge up ball for Oki. Smack. Running some useless
Good whip
pressure.
punish. Yeah,
He'll
no
punish that
stops.
with far heavy. Back shift and punishes the overhead. Wow, is that me or is that you guys also?
No, I think it was Spectator. Inspector still had the reaction to the heavy grenade pretty well, so... I saw it as well, but it might have just been Spectator. Things have been a little spiky the last couple weeks, actually. I don't know if, there's resources being diverted for Rising or something, but...
That actually makes a lot of sense. I wouldn't be surprised if that was what was happening. Rushes through the far heavy, now he's out of OD.
Has another
Gets
rush available
knifed.
as well.
And yeah, rush again, up vault. This is really what you want to see from you. So what we were talking about, just control the pace of the neutral, don't let him get in, stand outside his buttons. Super jump over, gets caught by 2H. Maddie's going a little bit too much for these universal overheads, I think. She's ending her pressure strings very early, especially if, like, someone's not prone to guest teching.
The big thing, too, is that Eustace doesn't have turn steals, right? He doesn't have the threat of a DP to make you not take your turn after you block universal overhead.
Yeah, if you do, you just jab
5L,
out.
5L super? Yeah.
I think you're still alive, but it's close. Yeah.
Just gotta watch out for OD here.
Yeah. EX dash at each other, but the low comes out before Maddie.
Yeah, Percy's got one of those too. Yeah, I would like to see Maddie kind of get
just
this...
like step back and then far heavy.
Yeah. If you step back,
because you know he's gonna do it anyway.
You're...
Like, don't trade with up balls. Just like step back and get a punish.
Oh, great counter hit conversion.
Yeah,
and he's gonna get stocks here.
I don't see how she makes it back. I'm sorry. That's just a brutal opener to the round. Unless, prove me wrong.
No, this is checkmate. Yeah. No, that is most likely a wrap. However, it is winners finals. This is a 3 out of 5 punish.
No, no, he's got a command dash. You can't do that. I do really like the attempt there. You got one more.
Yeah, so 2-0 Inspector. The room was just set to 1st to 2, but this set is still going on. This might be good. Let Maddie come back to the room, breathe for a moment.
Yeah, let her take a pause, let her breathe. Yeah, I think she's thinking about it. Yeah, I would like to see a lot less universal overheads. It's only worked once. And if it doesn't work, your pressure just ends. Just run some stuff with, like, run stagger pressure, run rat race, EX command dash, and break to reset pressure. Go for some throws.
Yeah, you don't want to be that close to Percival. I know he's, you think of him as a long-range neutral character, but his 2L is actually fantastic. You do not want to be in stagger
I mean,
pressure
even
range
assuming you're trying to rush him down, I would just like to less universal overhead. In general, I want to see more zoning, but that aside,
I'd like to see. I would like to see more 5H usage too. 5H for Eustace is the same
5H.
startup. Yeah, it's the same startup
like
as 5M. For Percival's 5M is also 9 frames, but it's lower priority. So if they press it at the same time, Eustace is just going to crush it.
Just again. Just again with the reset. That no combo off that, but I'd be expecting a DP or a jump or something. Yeah.
Back throw. Yeah, this is already getting dangerous. Gonna rush out.
Rushed out to instantly get out of there. Catches
every time these interactions happen with the extended hurt box, I laugh.
It's a little goofy. Tries pressing a button there instead of bot dodging.
Good activation.
Yeah.
Maddie gonna have to be really careful here.
Percival can run this back. Cross up.
Yep.
Yikes.
Uses the medium. Kept the Lord Strike timer with the stock, and there's the low. Chip is going to become an issue here in a moment. Fireballs. Yes.
It is an issue. What do you mean it's going to become an issue?
Good defense here, and the check with the 2L. Great. Well played comeback by Inspector
had a great there, but yeah, Inspector snuck his way out, managed to fight back with that really good OD activation.
I'm not going to harp too much on it because Overdrive is gone in a few weeks anyways. However, the idea of knowing what they have available and what they could possibly do to win is going to be important. Like, that's another one of those situations where the only way Inspector comes back is that overdrive. All you have to do is not let him activate.
There. Punish.
Good defense.
Counter hit
yeah.
there. Good comboed, but I think he just wanted to get the wall push. ODs through the throw. Start watching for Inspector's ODs pretty soon, unless you kill like that.
Yeah, good
then you don't
5H
have-
anti-air.
Battle 3. Engage.
Ah.
Oh,
Guess
yeah.
teching that time.
And you can't even be mad. Like, you're the one who opened this gate, Maddie.
You started this. You drew first blood, Maddie, and second blood, and third blood. A great many bloods have been
Good
drawn.
jump. Didn't quite get the punish, but has the positioning. Yeah, gonna just rust for advantage. Okay.
Man, you're
Get
out. Are you dead? You're not. Yeah. Oh, you
yeah.
are
No, they were
dead.
definitely dead because he was still gonna get. He was still gonna have a button available.
Oh
into
right,
rush
he can
or
combo
something.
off that.
Yeah.
I forget.
And that's gonna be a 3-0 for Inspector. Moving on to the winner's side of the grand finals. Maddie's still in it. Still has the opportunity to graduate. Inspector, though, in the driver's seat. You know, possibly gonna graduate on their first time out.
Very solid play from both of them. Inspector just had
Maddie
a
said
little
if I
more
get
damage off their
Nexen, I might
interactions. Weren't giving up their advantage as easily as Maddie was.
Maddie said if I get Nexened, I might cry.
She did say that earlier today.
Right, so we are
It
going to go
does make
back
me feel nice.
down.
Yeah, it's having it being called getting Nexen makes me feel a certain kind of way.
Loser semis coming up. Going to be Yabai and Koga. We're going to go back to a 1-2. Going to be the last 1-2 of the night. And both of these two have been actually playing really solid tonight. You know, unfortunate that they're both in losers. Someone's got to go home right now, but we've been seeing some good play out of both of them.
Yeah, so, Awful messages me a couple nights ago and is like, so, perchance, if someone who was good entered and you didn't know who they were, would you would they just go unseeded? I was like, Awful, just tell me if they're good and I'll seed them. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
He was curious.
He was like, oh, okay, good, because I know this guy. I was like, Awful.
We have seen Vera versus Abel, right? Unless this bracket. Unless
Not
I'm just
this
not.
one, but at some point, yes. Because Koga and Yabai were on opposite sides of the bracket.
Yeah, this is actually not a matchup that I think is that great for Vera. Unless she can get in and get install early, but she doesn't have the best air-to-air buttons. She has very good air-to-ground jump-in normals, but not the best air-to-airs to go and get them out of flight. And also, as we mentioned, zoning is kind of a weakness of hers. And Avatar has just varied zoning, right? He doesn't have... Any of his individual projectiles are not that good, but when you have to look out for 3 different ones that have 3 different solutions at all times, it adds up.
Especially with Abel, if you just lose 1 or 2 interactions, you're suddenly down 70% of your health. It is really going to be a case of setting up, I think, control from Koga's end and not letting it spiral out. It can spiral away from him.
The even part of the matchup is that these are the 2 craziest characters in the cast. Like lore-wise, these are, well, you know, until we get some of the rising ones, but Vera definitely loony enough to stand up.
Good.
All right, gets the grab.
Good throw there.
Yeah, just puts
I don't
Looney
think
down.
that's true, Oki. I think you can run up or do something off a throw. I don't think throw's tight like that.
Good
Catch him out of the
air-to-air.
play
Yeah,
there.
with
At
jump
that
light,
range,
but
anything.
oh no!
Counter
That
hit,
wasn't a-
no combo.
Yeah, that wasn't a throw tech. Koga just did a late
press
button and got it
something.
crushed. Good jump.
Good jump there.
Too
Good
high
down
up,
punish.
yeah.
Too high up. Gets DP.
You gotta go for a
Goodbye,
5L.
churning that shit out and hit, son.
Not
Jumping there, like that's too late of a jump.
Gotta be patient. All you have to do here is not get hit by command grab if you're Koga.
Just chill.
You're in
just chill.
overdrive.
He
Chip
has
is
no
not
mix.
a problem.
He can't open you up.
But you won't survive a DP, so you can't. There you go. Good bait.
Great bait on the DP. Very good from Koga, yeah. You see Yabai do it once or twice, maybe just like hit him and then do nothing and see what he does.
Yabai walking himself in the corner. Oh, good side switch though. Good block.
No punish
Pretty
on
frisky with
Rekka.
these Rekkas, yeah. It hasn't shown the pact cancels.
Unblockables.
Unblockable, yeah.
There's
You're
that
a
Koga
5H.
anti-air. No combo though, but
Fear a close 5H is a
displaying
button.
that early in the round can shut Yabai down.
2H
Yeah.
and 4M. Good routing here. Solid damage. Can activate if he wants.
Walks
Out of range,
away.
just has to dodge.
Yeah.
Oh,
No
so does the
punish.
punish.
But yeah, it's fine, yeah.
Actually, I
that
thought by frames that it was safe if you block the projectiles. I've only ever dodged them.
Believe in victory.
No, it's not. It's if you're close, it's like minus 20 or minus 30. It's only safe if you're like mid or far. The projectiles are. It's a very good super, Callisto. It's not that good.
All right, Koga, good positioning here. Oh no,
Universal
the anti-grab,
overhead
yeah.
defense to beat the throw.
The Gremlin strats are fully
Psychotic
out.
energy, I love it. Tries to spot dodge the command grab, gets snagged. That's what I said. You're like
That
20%
did
of your
so
health.
much damage off the command grab. That's that. Yep.
Command grab is 2.5k packed follow up after like one move. That's not scaled at all. That's
Yeah.
another like 1.5k. You take 4k off of a medium command grab. That shit's fucked. Expecting the DP presumably.
Gotta punish that. There you go.
Finally a punish. I think
Yeah, he did
if
2
I
and
was
4M.
trying to DP there, got a projectile instead. So it ended up working out. But yeah, Yabai is turning out these DP hits done. Finally
jump
jumps
back,
to
yeah.
grab there.
Good recognition
no punish,
of the
though,
command
jump
grab.
back, but you didn't take damage, so it catches the Scarlet Oath.
Koga's playing against the flight really well.
Stacked with laser again. No
Didn't
punish
get
on
the
the command
punish.
grab.
Yeah. Good job avoiding it, but yeah, just didn't quite land in time. Spent Lumi, so not gonna have Oki here. That was the heavy Lumi. So yeah, I kind of like this.
I think he
positioning,
tried to
actually.
do Oki again with like that crouching jab. But
Yeah,
oh,
you
geez.
gotta be looking for that. Nope.
no, you're getting clipped. No,
Yep.
no,
That's
do
illegal.
not.
Foul on the play. Run it back.
Yeah, that has worked a few times, but against Abel, who can just immediately get on top of you if he wants to from neutral, no,
Believe in victory.
no,
Battle
you can't.
1. Engage.
All right, both players swinging for the fences at round start.
Whip
Good punish.
throw.
Yeah. Gonna
Don't know
get
if that
some
was a throw
Good
or
chunk of
just-
meter here. What
Yeah.
a check. No fear.
Unafraid. Not
Too-
high enough or too late. Too late. rather.
Yeah,
That was
double
just
back
not
down.
enough.
I think that's something a lot of players do recently. That's kind of like, if you get away with a mistake, if you do something punishable and you don't get punished for it, consider that the win. You don't have to buy back in with another DP.
Yeah, especially with like churning these DPs out and hit stun. Koga will like no punish on that rush. That's a kill, yeah. Koga has been like, I don't know if Koga's doing this on purpose, but they'll get a hit, do nothing, bait a DP, and then get a better punish than what they were going to get in the first place. It's definitely a thing of like just, you know, you can't just kill if you just take like 5% off the game mistake. It's cool. Crushed in the corner. Challenge.
Yeah, we saw that
immediately,
earlier.
yeah.
Koga keeps trying to steal turns after Heavy
But
Scarlet Oath, and
hasn't presented the EXP yet, so
again, you buy no fear. Didn't even challenge with the fast normal, right? He has two
I've-
5 frames available, and he's like, no, I'm going to do medium.
I've seen Yabai wake up close heavy after getting knocked down. This man is insane. He'll do
I'm
anything.
a Street Fighter 4 Sakura player. That's just a normal wake up.
Do you not wake up with close
That's
ready?
death off pact. As Belial? No, I have the best 2L in the game. I literally will never.
Battle 3.
What if Belial 2L was a low?
He would just be the best character in the game.
What if
like,
Belial
Punish.
2L had 2M animation and was a low?
And also 2M startup and
Oh,
2M range.
maybe tried the DP there, but got the 5H, and this is going downhill for
Snagged that
Koga.
jump.
And this is, again, this is a first to two. This is match point both players right now.
Universal overhead. Waiting presumably for a DP. Whiffs the throw into
Mid-space,
OP.
yeah, didn't get the dash up enough. Yabai gets to activate. Oh,
No
that
combo off
was such
that,
a huge
but that could have been
pickup, yeah.
huge. And punish Odie's
Activates.
back.
Anyone's round right now, but Koga definitely had it there and just went for too heavy of a button. The Rekka's gonna
Crusher
do
dead,
it.
dead.
Yeah.
That's
All
rough.
right.
After that game could have been Koga's off
Yeah,
that airhead.
that was very much like the 5H you can combo there, but it was just a little bit late. And you know, sometimes in the clutch, you just got to go for something slightly easier. It's Avatar, right? You don't have to do 7k damage against him. You just got to finish that combo. Unfortunate, but still a really good showing from Koga, going out in 4th place.
Next, we've got Maddie versus Yabai, and this is Regale will say whatever he wants to say, but I think even he in this case would say this is definitely a Cis Plus matchup. Just up balls will just shut out a lot of flight opportunities from Abel.
The big thing too is the command dash DP. Any flight, it's just a free hit.
Up balls, command dash DP. Yeah, Eustace has got a lot of like options that will reach up and away from him, which is not a thing most characters have or tools.
Yeah,
that
it's a hard
reach up and away
space to cover. A lot, you know, there's some weird tools for it. Charlotta JU comes to mind. Having
Belial
that, like,
Fireball, that's
Yeah.
like one of the only uses of like the light flick where he
Yeah,
puts it forward is to snipe Abel. That is a use for it, but like, yeah, no, Eustace has multiple tools to deal with it, and they all give him very solid like ward in the form of hard knockdowns.
oh yeah, if he's in the corner and he gets that command dash DP, that's just a whole ass combo.
Yeah, no, this Yabai Upballs does get beat by one of his tools, 236M, but this is definitely going to be like Yabai having to work his way in without like, presumably without too much use of like flight or
would be,
laser stuff he's accustomed to.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see how Avatar's 5U on the ground interacts with slow kill. I don't know if it's like a persistent laser, like it can kill multiple projectiles.
That fucking sucks. Holy shit. The full screen laser, if there's a grenade bouncing around, it will.
There's
that
a
will
grenade.
just-
Yes,
Yeah, no,
because
this is
it's a projectile,
This
yeah.
is Eustace favored. A lot of his tools just kind of shut out what Avatar.
Yabai though is navigating really well right now.
Really well, yeah, especially there.
Yeah,
with
has the good
dive
combo. Didn't let both hits of the close
Is
H.
that a reset on purpose, or
No, I think it was an accident.
Yeah,
And Maddie
I think
mashed.
the combo went weird because Yabai didn't let both hits of close standing heavy rock. Usually for his routing,
Yeah.
you want to let them both go. It's a two-hitting normal, which is kind of what makes it sometimes appear. Between that and his Rekkas, the rules are a little bit different than some characters. It makes it seem like Avatar does not have combo limit.
up balls? Laser sniped before the up balls get there in time.
Yeah, I feel like you were right, and Maddie even brought it up herself the last time fighting this character. It's definitely Eustace's favor, but Yabai is just navigating the Eustace zoning very well right now.
There's like 3 Eustaces in the server. Do you think? I'm pretty sure Yabai has had more experience with Eustace than Maddie has with Fabo, frankly.
Maddie's original training partner when she first got into this game was a Mabo.
Oh well, I guess I should shut the fuck up then.
No, it's
All right,
okay.
hard knockdown. Maddie's got to look for an OD.
again.
Oh,
yeah,
don't.
but Maddie's just not baiting aside from like one time against.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
whoever
gonna say it.
was.
I'm gonna finally say it. I think Maddie. I want Maddie to lose because I want her to actually play this game more than once every 2 weeks.
Unfortunately, gave up the super. Now Chip is going to be an issue. If you, yeah, I was about to say just SSBA. Yep,
That's checkmate.
nothing you
That
can
was
do
just
about that.
rough. You can't win in that scenario if you don't get the OD off.
You got to be mindful of your resources, right? You can't spend that overdrive. You can't spend that super when you're relying on the overdrive to keep you from getting shipped to death.
Maddie, use like a completely different color. Use Regale's color. Use Regale's color.
Yeah, I think though a lot of this, Yabai is playing the matchup very well, not being caught in the bad spots for Avatar where he really has to deal with
Avoiding the up balls,
reaching,
avoiding the grenades, like flying when the grenade comes out and staying on the ground when the up balls are, or like out of range of them. Yabai's playing this like beautifully.
And for Maddie's side, you know, there's some small stuff that would change a lot. So the normal mid-screen Oki that Maddie gets is an empty jump 2L safe jab. That is the easiest way to option select overdrive, right? Like it's easy to just build it in because the normal option select is the 2L into the dodge OS. Yeah.
Oh, she thinks she's him.
Well, we'll see. Is she him? Is she Regale?
If we see a normal, then we know that it's not.
This is the base color.
Plus frames. Gotta hold it. Good block by Maddie.
Good jab out. Nothing really comes of it, but yeah, flight there. Even flight will beat up balls there. Knockdown with the EX grenade.
Yeah, tried it. No, yeah, it was a little too quick.
He got tagged. He got tagged by the 2L, so the
not just that.
Profile the laser.
If the dodge comes out, that just means that you did the OS too quickly. But was looking for it, right? You're looking to do the right thing there.
That's the right. Like even if it didn't work out, just the idea is good. Knowing that you're actively trying to look for it. May does take the first round though. Rolls the laser, no combo though.
It's gonna be a punish. Oh,
no, drops the Rekka? Question mark.
Maybe just couldn't decide what ender they were gonna go for there.
Yeah, and just pick neither.
Oh no! Open up with the last hit.
Yeah,
no, trying to create a checkmate.
Oh, Lancelot.
Huge life lead, but there you go. This is what we were talking about, right? That's what it should look like. Grenade is on. Damages that up. One more tap and overdrive is gonna go.
Trying to beat the.
Yeah, looking for a DP.
Maddie might not have the OS down, so I think she's.
No. That was a DP call out for sure. He was already in overdrive.
I think she literally learned about the OS.
No, I was instead of like I thought it was like an SSBA call out first, but.
No,
she gets that round.
Yeah.
Whatever she was thinking of in that pause, she's making the adjustment.
She's hurt.
She's hurt.
When you play default color, you believe you are her or him.
Oh wow! What a check! Yeah, Maddie tried to buy back in too hard with the dash up.
Yeah.
Nice counter poke with the 5M. That's what I'm talking about. These buttons are good. Like, you can play neutral with useless normals. He has some good normals.
He's got a lot of good tools. It really is just like, you know, a lack of turn steal, like no DP and no way to steal turns.
Yeah.
That kind of holds him back. But like, if you look at what he has, he's got a craft kit.
There's a reason why he doesn't have a DP. Like,
yeah, and they're giving him one in Rising, and wow, would you look at that? He's probably gonna be tough.
Yeah, at least in Rising, everyone has a DP. Like, you know, they're spreading the wealth out. Everyone has a plus on block 5L. I think everyone has a DP.
Double spot dodge into throw, very interesting there.
Just a normal frame trap, yeah.
Not confirming off the 2L. She doesn't believe.
Good positioning here.
Rat race drops.
Yeah, Maddie just has to not go in too hard right now. Watch out for the laser. That's fine.
Tries to catch him with a flight, but it's fine. She didn't get hit.
Good
OD's the command grab.
And now OD useless is very scary because now everything is skill button. There's no deterrent, no charging ever needed.
You could have super
just
probably
SSBA,
killed him, right?
That would have definitely killed him.
Not SSBA, but like super
or SBA,
and OD. Super and OD with the damage bonus. He was Omega dead. It's whatever. She cleaned it up. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Punish?
That's
yes.
punish. Glided smoothly under the laser. Stuck in the corner.
Good
Rolls
roll.
the rat race. Laser gets caught.
Too far for the command grab, but Maddie jumped out late. Not going to get the punish there. Flamic. Yeah, you can see the quality of Flamic against the fireballs for Avatar here. Working out really well. Yabai, though, extending the pressure. Again, trying to use the OD to create checkmate situations.
2-8.
Great anti-air. And the punish on the
my
dodge. Do the super. Oh, the
Drop,
accidental
combo drop,
reset.
but
Yeah.
that time Yabai was not mashing DP and hit stun. Perhaps he should have been.
Rise up.
Before we move on to the next match, oomph.
It's 2-1.
2-1.
I meant the next
Per-
game. Oomph,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is white. Look how fucking white he is, Regale. What? In what universe is he brown there?
Yeah.
My screen brightness is literally set to 0.
I'm gonna go on Dust Loop and look at colors. Quick.
Don't worry, I got it. I just Googled is Eustace a brown dog.
Thank you, Callisto. What does the jury say about that one?
It says he's an Arune or something. I don't know what that means. I'm not a weeb.
I think that's like
I'm
a
not a
dog breed.
fucking weeb. I just play an anime game.
Battle 1. Engage.
In fairness, no, actually, you're right. So real, Dove. Her reversal the first
But yeah,
match.
that's
you
part
buy
of the
walking
thing that
yourself
makes
into
picking a color for
Maddie.
Eustace suck is because he like only like a handful of his colors keep him dark
Yeah,
skin.
full corner punish.
Good routing.
Yeah, Maddie's been very commanding here. Next touch death.
Yeah, no overdrive available as well, and Yabai's
Yeah.
been using overdrive to try to either maintain or turn momentum really consistently.
Battle 2.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not going to spot dodge it, just, kill him before he gets it, right?
Man
Try
grab.
to spot dodge the man grab there, works out that workout. Throw there. Reversal last round, Yabai's got the corner now.
Oh, God. Belial normals. Woo, boy.
Down.
Right? The round
This,
Yabai.
this pair of characters normals need to be studied in a lab.
Battle 3. Engage.
Belial 5M, Spar 5M. So Avatar Spar 5M isn't identical. It's the same animation, but it's not the same frames and everything.
More
but
range, longer startup, less
Yeah.
advantage on block and hit.
they both reach significantly further than they look like they do.
It-
Oh, that
because,
would've been sick.
In a game full of characters with guns and swords and long daggers and rapiers,
Yeah, it's-
like why
it's
does
just
the
a hand.
guy who just fights with his fucking arm get to reach that far?
All right, last chance for
Goose
Yabai.
Goes universal overheading each other.
This is
If he can
match point
get
for
the-
Maddie.
Well, he's got 100%.
Yeah, it has to activate. He's going to need a knockdown to activate, though.
balls.
That's the problem.
Maddie staying out of OD range.
Or walking right into it.
Or what? Yeah. Balls catches at 3-1. 3-1
The stare down. Slow kill's going to take it.
Very
Good
nice.
resilience there from Maddie.
Yeah, no, she brought it back. Very clean play.
Good stuff to Yabai, though. Taking third place this week. Looking competent in several matchups. Having good instincts on kind of when it's time to mash and when it's time to not.
Mhm.
All right, so
I was
Is
cheering
gonna
for
bring
Yabai.
us-
I want Maddie to lose and have to actually play this game more than once every 2 weeks to graduate.
Yeah,
So,
like, if Maddie stuck to a game, any of the games she plays, she'd have graduated, like, literal months ago, dude. Like, Maddie's got time, she's got energy, she's got skills. She could just win if she wanted to. Pull us out, sit down, play.
yeah, but Inspector might have something to say about it. We are going to have our grand finals coming up. Maddie on the loser side is going to have to win a 3 out of 5 set to bring Inspector down to losers with her, and then another one to take the tournament. Inspector only has to take a single 3 out of 5, has the advantage here, and winners finals was a pretty commanding 3-0, so gonna see how this one goes.
Yeah. Maddie put up a good fight in the first round.
There's the whip. Okay, this set is already looking better than winners
yeah,
finals.
No, she's definitely doing what we were talking about, playing outside of that far heavy range a
She
lot
went
more.
on the
Like
dozen.
the immediate, Guest teching. Let's go, Maddie. No pun
Dropping
intended.
the 2M link.
The tournament Maddie
Yeah,
won,
busting out.
Funk played Uno, and Maddie had no idea what Uno did.
Oh,
So
I
she-
forgot that you have to win 2 to get out, actually. So Inspector Inspector wouldn't be able to graduate no matter what happens.
We might insta-grad. Do we insta-graduate people if they're like, they kill that much? Double OD, Inspectors was second though.
No,
Grand
I don't
advantage.
think he's that much better than everyone else in this bracket.
Alright.
Would you
I mean, I
instant
think he's
graduate?
good.
these
I
out?
don't think he's like outside the winning another bracket would be like not beneficial for him.
Bus frames?
No chip on either side since they're both sitting in OD, but Maddie's just ticking down. She's gonna have to make something happen. Good counter hit confirmed. That OD is running
Maybe
out.
just
Yeah,
SPA at that point. He's plus 26. You're about to run out of OD.
yeah.
Like, fuck it, right? You lose if you don't anyway. There again. Get back
Yeah.
punish far heavy.
It didn't combo. I think he can do the command dash into the M follow-up into the low and get the combo there with a hard knockdown, but wow, just within range of the 5U. And again, Inspector likes using that medium Lord Strike in order to retain the timer. You can see now he's... Oh, never mind. Going to drop. Would have been a big cash out, but still has some resources available. One stock. Big
Still
life
running
lead.
Oki. Strike their Oki. Next hits death.
No overdrive available for Maddie. Oh, that is a button.
Now it is. Spot dodge that. Don't let it hit you. Your chip.
One of the things that I think also probably because she doesn't play this game, like she doesn't use spot dodge enough. in
No,
neutral.
absolutely. But yeah.
And the low, yeah.
EX low. Yikes.
I like that expense by Inspector. Just went straight to the heavy. It's faster. It reaches further more quickly. Knew that he just needed a tap to close out the game and didn't mess around trying to conserve the timer or anything. Just went straight to the 214 HL.
Mhm.
All
Taking
right,
a pause here,
moment. Yeah.
maybe. Yeah. Switching costumes again, or just was it that bug where like you can't hit rematch for like a while?
Percival. Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
No.
Oh,
Hold on. Yeah, it might actually have a controller issue or something.
She has to talk to her mom.
Ah,
okay.
that also
There we go.
happens.
Good sportsmanship to just wait even. In
Yeah,
grand
if you swing and the other person does nothing, it's usually a good sign that something's happening.
Yeah, I mean, but like tournament setting, you don't have to respect him. It's nice that he did.
I don't know. Grand finals, I probably would have rolled up and I would have
Yeah.
started charging 5U, and if they're back in time, then good. If not, they're eating the 4K.
All right, Maddie taking pretty quick control back to Vector. Round stuck in the corner.
I like the spacing by Maddie. Hanging out in the Grand Blue Zone
Mago
does see
more
the chunk,
heavy.
but it's okay. He had to give
Still
up
has control
Oki.
here. Still has control. Life lead, corner advantage. Air
Little too
stall.
early.
Yikes. No, my God, was he buffering that? She
Yeah,
knows. She
good-
knows. She knows.
Yeah,
she
just
knows.
avoid it. Honestly, it doesn't matter if you punish it. Just don't get hit by the full charge.
Just don't let him unblockable you. Yeah.
Yeah. Chip.
He's on
is
chip. He's on
deck.
chip. Just hit him with anything.
Yep,
Yeah.
there you go.
Battle 2. Engage.
Backs out of range.
Plus frames. Yeah, trying
Yeah.
to jump
no
out.
challenge.
As far as trying to tell like what the opponent's doing to get an idea of the habits, if
Interesting.
you go for a low and you see them in crouching hit stun, that means they got caught jumping out. If you get caught out of pre-jump in this game, you get forced into crouching hit stun. Big check with the 2L. Yeah, great conversion as well.
Check
Straight into
OD.
the 214
You're gonna get
HH.
chipped out. Yeah.
Really solid round by Inspector there.
Battle 3. Engage.
Answering right back to Maddie. Telling her she's got to work for this win.
Maddie's giving up a lot of ground walking into the corner.
Yeah. one thing to zone, it's another thing to give up corner space.
Gonna go straight to VP. Didn't have other timers. Gets
Nureka
stopped.
waits, throws. Hot counter hit to medium. Confirm.
That's gonna do it for this game. Yeah, 2-0 Inspector. Yeah, looking pretty good here. Maddie, again, would like to see her just utilizing the skill button a little bit more. Don't give up as much ground trying to, charge Flemic or outspace things. You gotta establish your ground. Hard knockdown here. This is a good start. Bit of a turn steal. Nice whip punish. Gonna get some stocks here. Goes for the medium, but the run a button.
Wins, but doesn't get a conversion.
Yeah, missed the 2M link again. It's happened a couple times. Some nerves probably on Maddie's side. Maddie's execution is generally very good, but you can see it kind of in the tense situations.
You're down 2-0 grand finals. You've got to start now. So, yeah. Air stall once again. Rush, counter hit catches. Counter
Good conversion, hard knockdown.
No combo. You're in chip
I think
range
Inspector actually tried to do rush off of that sweep.
Yeah, alright. Maddie brings it back. Magic Pixel. I don't know if he was trying to double far heavy on purpose or if that was his input, but it works out. Again, walk yourself back into the corner. Air stalls on Percy, but no reward.
You definitely don't want that useless air stall on Percy, because if he blocks it, or even if it whiffs, he can just 5H it from pretty much where he's at to punish.
Eustace air stall is more of a defensive option than anything. Use it,
yeah,
if
like an anti-throw,
anti-command grab, or like in an anti-pressure escape check. You like just jump up and like blast yourself out on block, or on
any
block,
character
like
with big normals
on.
Can just straight up punish it on block or on whiff.
Yeah,
good
she's
spacing.
just out of range. Very
Again,
nice.
though, close 5H into SBA might have closed out the round.
I think he had too much health, but it would have done like a grip more damage. That's for sure.
Just gotta blow it. Yep, plus frames. Good
Spot
bait.
dodge on the DP.
I think she can super here. Yes, good conversion.
There we go.
That was the correct time to do the full combo, because he was kind of high up and might have actually fallen out of the SBA if she did it off of that auto combo. So great routing there on Maddie's
one on
part.
the board for Maddie. See if she can keep this pace up and maybe swing us back around for a reset.
I would like to see a reset. I'd like to see these two play more.
That's a great game.
Wow, that was max range for 5U. You can tell where he was standing. The fact that he wasn't even in close 5H range, that usually does not hit from that far.
That was, the range on that was really something. I'm tempted just to clip that.
Eustace 5U is a tool where until you use it yourself, you'll be like, how do I get hit by this? It has no range.
He stepped so far forward.
He steps really far forward, and it's also just like delayed follow-up, not follow-up. It's like, the spacing on it's weird. The actual hitboxes where he wants to hit you with it are weird.
Good counter poke with the 5H. Maddie working out of the corner.
No DP there, but DP after. Doesn't actually hit the meaty there. Lag spike?
Yeah, a little bit of a slowdown.
Not
Maddie
sure if
gets to
that saved
activate.
Maddie or hurt her more than anything. She can't get chipped out though now. Oh,
yeah, it
controller?
did. Yeah, no, it looks like there was a bit of a connection spike.
19 frame delay moment.
Yeah, the thing where it spikes up and then kind of counts back down slowly.
Yeah, no, I feel that actually. That makes a lot of sense.
I feel like that's what I was talking about.
heavy.
The last couple weeks, I feel like that's been a little bit more prevalent. I do think, delay based, we know what we have, but I do think this is one of the least bad delay based games. Maybe that's
Or
copium,
delay-based.
but
Very good. Like, we could be playing
is like
Uni
the
play.
best delay you can possibly have. Arc System Works delay is like the creme de la creme of delay.
We could be
I
playing
remember
Uni
back in
play,
the day,
guys.
we
could be
used to
playing
think,
Uni play.
we used to think BBCT had good netcode back in the day when that was a current game.
Jab
check.
Man dash. Good check. Great check there.
Gets the
This
empty
time,
low.
thrust
Inspector
low,
trying to
thrust
jump
low.
out. Yeah, gets the 2M link this time.
No spot
ready
dodge
for
on the
the
OD,
OD,
but
but-
doesn't get hit.
Oh, wow.
Starting to throw.
He moonwalked into that throw rate.
Nice.
Yes! Which check on that? That should kill? That'll definitely kill, I'm saying.
Yeah, using the easy input for the faster input, really good. And that's fast enough that I don't think he can recover and break. Percival doesn't have like a break the way that Eustace does. He doesn't have a way to stop the command dash. It just runs out.
Yeah, he just doesn't. If he just doesn't press a button, he stops. But
another
command
5U here.
again.
No DP. Yeah, he went for 2H DP, but the heavy DP timer wasn't back yet. Good patience. Inspector not getting blown up by the extra hold there. Maddie with these checks. That one's going to make contact. Again, this is tournament point for Inspector. Maddie fighting back, though, out of the corner. Going to have to find a spot to activate here, probably. That's big. Oh, didn't get the extra frames because the grenade ran out right before the 5U or 5HH made contact. Good dodge. Maddie playing it conservative. Oh no, 3 hits because of the heavy special version. She's going to have to activate. Inspector looking for it. Nice delay there. And good roll. Going to get the counter hit, and that's going to do it. Inspector going to take it.
Yeah. Very well done, Inspector. Maddie played well, of course. Everyone played well, but...
Yeah, compared to the winners finals, I think Maddie was very much
game was
in
much
that
closer, yeah. Definitely a lot better whiff punishing, a lot better like spatial awareness, checking with the zoning, and jabbing out of his pressure resets when he could. Yeah.
Who do I want to raid? Okay, before we raid, reminder to everyone that I posted the new we are moving the day. This is the last Grand Blue tournament for us that will happen on Fridays. We are moving the day that the Grand Blue tournaments happen to Tuesdays. So the next one will not be next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. We shuffled around the schedule a little bit. Here, I can show the... actually, no, that's wrong. But Grand Blue will now alternate with Guilty Gear Strive, just because there were some issues with people. I didn't want to have tournaments on Fridays anymore, and a lot of people said that they would rather it not be on Fridays, and they can make Tuesdays
Yeah, Friday's
easier.
a really popular night for locals, actually.
Yeah, that's why most people said they'd rather it not be on Fridays. Yeah. But we will be moving it to Tuesdays. This is also will carry over to Rising. We have decided that we're not going to continue running vanilla. I thought about it, but we're not going to continue running vanilla when Rising comes out. I will give y'all like a couple, like maybe like a couple weeks before we're not going to run it the day it comes out or the week it comes out. We're gonna wait to run the first Rising tournament until like a couple weeks into the game's lifespan. So it'll be about mid-December before we end up running our first Rising tournament. But we are just gonna run Rising. We're not gonna run both, or like we were thinking about doing, just because a lot of people voted on it, and they like this. Most people said they would enter both, but if someone said they were only gonna enter one, it was Rising. So just like better in that regard. Thank you, Callisto, and thank you, Nexon. Y'all did a great job tonight, especially you,
of course.
Nexon.
Yeah, thank you. Especially me.
Especially, I mean, Callisto always does a good job. But I know you're newer to this, so.
All right.
There was some good gameplay. It was worth giving up my streak, my buff Vern, my beloved. So I had no regrets.
Gave up my buff Vern.
Games were fun. Games were good. I still do have to get back to doing work now, but
yeah,
it was a good time.
Have a good night, y'all.
Night.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask Inspector who he wants to raid. Okay, well, good night, everyone. Thank you, and have a great evening. Bye.